promiscuous makes an entrance. Her mouth is full of questions. Are we all brides to be? Are we all designed to be confined by ourselves? Chastity belts and lock them. Organize our lives and lose the key. Our faces all resemble dying roses from trying to fix it. Trying to fix it. Trying to fix it. When instead we should break it. We've got to break it before it breaks us. Fear of pretty houses and their porches. Fear of biological wristwatches. Fear of comparison shopping. Dogs on leashes behind fences barking. Pretty little pillows and floral couches. Until our faces all resemble dying roses. Stop trying to fix it. Patriarch on a Vespa runs red and ends up crushed under the wheel. Promiscuous makes an entrance. Her mouth is full of questions. Are we all brides to be? Are we all designed to be confined by this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work, drive to work.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the YellBRo Road. I am Jordan. This is James. Tonight we're gonna watch Kamala Harris's town hall. What the fuck is this on my screen? Just gonna block that out. Just gonna do that. Yeah. So I think it's gonna start around 9:30, 10 o'clock. We will, I guess, find a way to watch it. I have no idea if we're gonna find this video or not. Is it working?
There's always a way.
Just tie it in your hand.
Huh?
Need to push it that way.
Uh-huh.
So grab the cord. And
What?
Is it?
Oh.
That's right.
You are useful. Does it work?
All right. So
No, it doesn't. Get out.
You gotta put it in the right spot. Pause. Please donate to Devon's Journey to Recovery. The link is in the description box down there. So, if there's anyone new, just so they know, we talk a lot of shit. We talk with the viewers. We probably care more about what you guys think than hearing this type of town hall. But, you know, forgive us if we hear something stupid from Kamala Harris and we start talking over it. Please forgive us now. No band riding over here. Just honest opinions. Look at that.
Oh, strike 3.
Rachel mad cow disease, says Ruben. Yeah, she got bad.
Yeah.
And I saw glimpses of her back in the days, you know,
Never seen her.
when people started complaining about the Iraq War out loud. She was one of those out loud voices. Yeah.
Not good enough, though.
Probably dial it down a little bit with Barack Obama in office, and then just went full retard when Trump got elected. It's like, oh, okay, we can see your true colors now. And she will promote someone like Kamala Harris or Joe Biden or someone like that, I think. Point is, she just stuck to Russia BS. Now, hopefully, right now I do have a live feed to MSNBC, but hopefully I find a more legitimate source. Hopefully. See, people are already leaving because I said that. Good.
We don't need you.
Good. What's that from?
Oh. Fuck. Man.
Fuck.
Come on.
I don't even remember. That's
I'll
all
name
I know.
it. That sounds familiar. That's like from a show.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Star Wars? He's like,
No.
ooh, no?
No.
What?
Definitely a black dude. Definitely a comedian.
Is that dude from
Or comedy.
Is it from the new guy?
Is it from All That? Remember All That?
Yeah.
I think it's from that.
Oh, you mean Keenan?
Good. Ruben Garcia. How did the two of you meet anyways?
You see, there was igloos.
Did I dunk on you? My balls are in your face?
Uh-huh.
Or did I completely clear you when I jumped?
Maybe that's what you fantasize about. You see, I saw him.
More of just an observation.
I saw that his what would you call it? How would you say this? I saw someone in need.
More tasks as I run this channel.
Oh, you fucking wish.
sure there's plenty of people that don't give a fuck about this fucking town hall.
Probably not, but I care. I care what's said.
I just think it's an excuse to go live and talk to people. By the way, we're probably going to be starting a separate channel that's just for live shit.
2 separate ones, but...
Well...
Yeah, right now.
One for just live.
Yeah.
So that we can keep one channel just for like normal clips and videos. Have a live channel where we can just do whatever the fuck we want. Don't have to worry about, too many live videos on one channel. Pollutes our shit we want to get out there. Plus, we can cut clips from that one and throw them on this one. So that's my 2020 strategy, to win over people. Bombard them with shit talking and information. No team playing, so we'll scare off all the asshats.
No channel for you. You come back 1 year.
You already have a channel, Muay Thai. You can't even comment unless you have your own channel already. I'm not saying you're working on it, but it's there. Do this. I'll make a giant us. Wee.
No, I'm ugly. Don't show them what I really look like. Don't show them. No. Yeah, and you have a hat and a hoodie. I'm exposed.
I'm controlling reality with my arms. You see the coloration.
You can see what his real.
I'm changing reality.
You can see that his biology is defying his how would you say, hoodie, right? That's how you say it.
What up, Toasted?
Oh no.
Would you vote for Conor McGregor for president?
No.
If it was allowed?
No.
No.
Fuck no, you kidding me? Fuck out of here. No fucking chance. Unless that dude has some sort of moral epiphany.
I want reparations for the Irish.
80% to me.
And they have to be named Conor. And they have to fight in the UFC.
That motherfucker would make his own fucking
reparations for every Conor that's fought Floyd Mayweather.
Oh my god.
I may actually want to watch this.
Did you hear what he said?
What? Tosa says, don't mean to be racist, but has anyone Asian ever told Jordan to get out of my store?
If it makes you feel any better, I there's this store I used to go by, like when me and my friends wanted like snacks or whatever the fuck, or like a drink.
Yeah.
We were kids. This guy would always stare at us, always. Probably because motherfuckers were stealing shit from like kids and like the kids I knew, We just kept going like this. You're like looking back and he's like just looking across. It's like, damn, dude.
An Asian dude almost hit me with his car.
Really?
He sort of jumped over his hood. Or like a corner of his head. I have a random video here we can look at. It's Pete Buttigieg says Trump defending Kim, not the first time he aligned with a dictator. I'm like, oh, I'm curious.
Yeah.
That's right, Muay Thai. Start a channel, bro. And we can come and troll your ass. There we go. That wasn't sus.
Yeah, it was. Go back.
What was it? What was that?
Wow, look at this. Look at him when he says it.
What was that, Chris Matthews? I didn't hear that quite clearly.
Watch.
Say that again.
As I said, South Bend, Indiana, where earlier today I sat down with Democratic Presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg in advance of our town hall coming up next Monday.
Pause it. Yo, like it sounds like this dude's out of breath after three. Like I don't mean to be mean. 3 words, he's out of breath and shit.
So apparently,
Buttigieg, right?
apparently Mayor Pete's going to have a town hall next Monday.
Mayor Buttigieg. I know how it feels to have a tough name to pronounce. It's all good.
Supreme Court's ruling today on abortion, which allowed a new Indiana state law requiring the burial or cremation of the remains after an abortion. What allowed the lower court's rejection of another Indiana statute restricting reasons for terminating pregnancy. And we began with a discussion about the president's foreign policy, especially the president's weird behavior over in Tokyo. Let's watch. I was watching the president over the weekend over there in Tokyo, taking shots at Joe Biden, the former vice president. In fact, tweeting what the government news agency attacked him on, said he was a fool, low IQ. And the president of the United States put that out.
Low IQ.
What do you make of it?
I mean, we used to say that politics stops at the water's edge, right? I think that's still a pretty good principle to go by. And especially when it comes to aligning yourself with a dictator. But it's not like it's the first time he's aligned himself with a dictator. Probably won't be the last. So the real question on my mind is what was going on that they were distracting us from with the outrage of the day? What kind of bad policy decisions were being made out of public view in Washington or elsewhere? But we're not talking about, because we're talking about how the president has decided he agrees with a murderous dictator when it comes to a ridiculous thing to say about our former vice president.
But the cover-up's pretty bad itself. I mean, isn't this what we spent 2 years investigating, the role of another government with our politician? Him?
Oh, he means Putin.
Yeah, like, he's not even saying it.
No, he means Putin.
Can you play UFC 3 on your channel?
No, we'll get...
You don't have it.
Oh, I can find it real easy.
The video game?
Oh, I think they mean the event.
I think he means the video game.
Oh, does he?
You're the old school fanboy. This guy's talking.
Holy hell. Listen, take all that crap and shut up your ass and fucking walk home backwards, you fuck. I was told they just released a bunch of the old fights they had. So I thought UFC 3 as in the event.
Yeah, I didn't.
I'm not playing UFC fucking 3 EA Sports.
Which one of us is right, Toasted? You tell me.
Fuck you. You ain't right. Fuck you, man. Fucking...
I believe kickboxing is different than Muay Thai. I believe so.
I believe nothing, you fucking whore. Fuck you.
They were playing footsie with each other, and here he is publicly playing footsie with Kim Jong-un to attack his potential opponent.
Look, you know, the U.S. today does not have a foreign policy under this administration, but there is a pattern. And one of the patterns is bad actors on the world stage get rewarded. You see...
This guy's a fucking ignoramus. No, he's not. Excuse me. He's playing the political game that his masters told him to play. Right? Like, did you mean the Saudis? Did you mean them?
I'm too much of a fanboy to know.
Propaganda says Jimmy Dora's over. Boys, you should see my garden. Sounds a little suspect there. In two different directions.
I don't talk to him.
What do you mean by garden, first of all? And second, are there any dead bodies buried underneath there? Toasted says, the reason I want McGregor to watch is because I want him to respond to Floyd Mayweather when he was called racist. And he says, I was talking about the video game. Yeah, I know.
I'm not playing that shit.
I know.
You don't know. You didn't know nothing.
I use my detective skills.
Did you know, though?
Huh?
You didn't know, though.
Or did I?
No, you didn't.
I may have known, but not known that I know.
Stop it. No, you didn't.
I use my detective
No,
skills.
you lose.
With the Saudis getting a
Whack
pass
ass
on murdering
detective.
American
Fuck out of
residents.
here with that
You
shit.
see this with the Russians getting a
Oh,
pass
the
on what
Saudis.
they
Fucking
did,
ride home on a
to us.
horse, you fucking piece of fuck.
The Saudis, they killed a journalist.
Allegedly.
But
They probably did it.
But the starving kids.
What's his
means
name?
nothing.
What's his name?
Jamal Khashoggi.
I think so.
probably fucked that up.
Anyway. A dictator. Like who? No, don't do that.
So Floyd called Connor racist. I don't know.
He just wants more money. Fuck out of here. You don't really want. You just want to make money. We both know what's gonna happen. Like he fucking played. He let you. Like when Floyd just puts his gloves up in front of his face and just stands in front of people like that. It's like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
In this decision to give the North Korean regime the legitimacy that it has long craved, in return for, as far as I can tell, nothing at all. It's not even, it'd be one thing to do this if it was part of an elaborate, well thought out strategy, if there was some give or take going on and it was three-dimensional chess, but there's no evidence of any process at all. Just kind of a personal high wire act by the president. Form relationships with dictators and be rewarded. Maybe in a certain narrow sense he will be, but America's not being rewarded by any of this.
I suspect your foreign policy would have zero reward for America too, other than a small percentage of people.
Oh, they don't count. It's either as a whole or nothing. You know. Like, hey guys, I figured out a way to clean our water supply. Yay!
Alright, so this guy's trash.
Oh, him?
Trash.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fuzzy Lumpkins.
Who?
It's Nerd Talk. Ignore me.
That's the name of somebody.
I've heard that somewhere.
Fuzzy Lumpkins.
Yeah.
God damn, I know it's a character.
If it is, I never knew.
Fuzzy Lumpkins. Let's see. So, I know where this is going.
Sorry.
They're not. You will be. You will be. It's not Powerpuff Girls, dude.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Propaganda.
Knew it.
I got cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, zucchini, strawberries, spinach, lettuce, basil, and wheat.
Good for you, man.
I'm going full surf. I'm out on my deck like a 14th century surf.
I guess those 14th century surfs were like, cut and shit. That's all.
Toasted says Muay Thai wants to know how you guys met.
I told you I saw somebody in need and I couldn't refuse. Pause.
I jumped over him and he's like, "Man, do you need a Gatorade?" That looked like it took a lot of energy to do.
Right. That was after, right? You stopped daydreaming in the heat, and like me and your dad, like we slapped the shit out of you to make sure you woke up from your delusions, right?
And then, like Inception style, he woke up from a dream that he woke up from.
Right, but then you woke up in the hospital bed, right? Because you thought because your genetics you could jump over a wall. It turns out you face planted straight into it. And Stefan was there. He said, "I told you."
Who is the black guy next to Mayor Pete? Or is that James?
Weak.
Mayor Pete.
Weak.
Called you Mad TV.
Hey man. So you're saying I was on GQ?
If anyone knows how to find
What are you
this
trying to
stream,
say?
please let me know. I think I have something, but I don't trust it. It is MSNBC, but I don't fucking trust it. I'm sure Twitch is working well. Boys, Canada is on fire. Is that more weed talk?
Don't you mean Canada's on fire, A?
Alright, so let's go back to... Is that the right one? That's the wrong one. That is the right one. Let's go back to Mayor Pete and Chris Matthews whistling sweet nothings into the American audience's ears. Here we go.
Whispering, right?
Being
Whatever.
so well received by the
Whistling.
Japanese, by the emperor, by the Prime Minister Abe, and then to dump all over them by saying that the North Korean missile testing was no problem when Japan was in range of those missiles.
It's unbelievable. I think Japan obviously has a very high regard for the office of the presidency and for their relationship with the U.S., but he really was pressing it when he talked about something that's obviously a tremendous threat to Eastern Asia security, but also a global threat that is
hit by nuclear weapons.
Yeah, exactly. This is not a laughing matter for anybody, but least of all for the Japanese. And he's talking about it like he's just going to offer his own assessment over whether it's a problem or not.
I look at this guy, I'm like, there's something hiding underneath there. Something.
I think he could be a sociopath.
I don't know. Here's my little thing. If Bernie or someone legitimate doesn't win, it'll be this guy. Something tells me. They're going to do the reverse psychology. Well, Bernie did it last year. He just fell a little bit short. This time, Pete Buttigieg went over the edge.
All this effort that's being put into to make people believe that this perception of for Biden,
Yeah.
it's like
Biden gets no grace period. If he won, he would get no grace period of like, okay, let's see what he does. This guy would get a grace period.
it's just odd to me to see them like
It's
pour
gonna
all
be-
this. He's probably a failsafe, to be honest with you. I can see that.
Because there's no fucking way I think Biden's winning anything. No fucking way.
No.
Propaganda. You hear about the government leak about Canada being the fastest heating up country in the world. They have known for 20 years. Kept it under wraps.
Interesting.
Muay Thai. Guys, when I take a shit, I don't wash my hands and go around shaking people's hands after it. Well, you're a disgusting freak. We know this already.
Let's just be honest here. I mean, there's probably worse things as far as regarding hygiene. Yeah.
I can use this thing.
Evidently checking or caring what his own intelligence community or the U.S. military or the national security community or the global community had to say about him.
His foreign policy record wasn't too strong in Vietnam. You didn't go to Vietnam. You were tough on him last week. I was there at the Washington Post when you were talking about it. How would you
Wow, he didn't go to
describe
war.
the way in which he used his,
Wow.
phony-
You didn't get caught. Like, you avoided it. I'd avoid it too, you fucker.
Neither did Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
You would, because you're playing for votes, you would say is a national hero. So shut the fuck up.
Get out of the war.
Yeah, look, I wasn't around for Vietnam, but what I know is that this president used his status as a very wealthy, very privileged person to create a fake account of having a disability so that he didn't have to serve. Now, I get that a lot of people face tough personal decisions about whether to get involved in that conflict. Some people went the route of being conscientious objectors, which I'm sure would not have been easy, just as going over was not easy. But what was easy for him was to pretend he was disabled. And it's an insult to the flag, it's an insult to the country, it's an insult to people who served, whether it's that generation or my generation of people who went over. And of course it's an insult to anybody who actually has medical disabilities that would have prevented them from doing anything from being an athlete to being in uniform.
What's your chicken hawk or draft dodger?
Well, we're going to find out based on what happens in Iran. He pretends that he was against the Iraq War the whole time, even though we know that isn't true. Now he's saying he doesn't want conflict with Iran, but he's taking a number of steps that add up to a kind of escalation. And it raises the question for me, not just of is he really averse to having a conflict, but is he really in control? Look, it's
Do
safety
you
is.
think he didn't order the aircraft carrier task force going over there? He didn't send the bomber squadron over there? Who did?
Well, he may have.
He didn't seem to be aware
Technically
of it.
speaking, he did, but it's hard to tell what's going on in there, right? I mean, it's the same as a few weeks ago with North.
All right, so see, I always get paranoid.
I give him no credit, really.
I get conspiracy theory thinking.
Why, you think this guy's going to be the Democratic nominee? They're going to cheat Bernie?
I don't know if he'll be the nominee. I'm sure they're going to try to cheat Bernie.
Hmm.
I think they'll take anyone but Bernie or Tulsi.
Hmm.
They might even take Yang over both of those guys.
I can see it.
Yeah, I said that's weird. The fastest country to be heating up. Now this is going to hurt some people's feelings. I'm torn on the global warming thing. Or climate change thing. I'm torn.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I haven't bothered to look into the information so much.
All I go with is, how about we just take care of the planet? How about that?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Whether it's heating up or not, I don't think just pumping oil out in the air is a great idea, guys.
Nah.
You know, it doesn't, like when we were on our way to the rapper's house, and you were behind a truck, it just goes just fucking black smog clouds, like fuck, just emerges.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the best thing for the world. You know, well, it can't be. It can't be good for anything or anybody.
Muay Thai says, news just in, grizzly bear apologizes to attack victim. Bears can be loving.
I can see
Why do
that.
you think there's teddy bears? Come on, guys. Think about it. Propaganda. Boys, they're making Joe the
What?
nominee.
Oh.
Maybe. I can't see that. I really cannot see that. Unless it's the second ballot super delegate thing, in which case they're going to just create the atmosphere for riots and shit. But they'd actually take that, though.
Mm.
Okay, well, we accept that. They'll just hurt each other.
Mm-hmm.
They won't come near us.
Hmm.
But if a bunch of people not rioting, just standing outside the White House, like, we're not moving till you leave, or we do this over again, or something like that, that's a whole different story. But they'll probably get called communists by your favorite YouTubers. Look at these socialist communists. They want transgenders everywhere. They want immigrants in our country. That's what those idiots are gonna fucking say.
I got called that twice yesterday. It's like, all right, have fun running away, guys.
Catch you on the flip side.
Yeah, I wish it worked like that way.
Let's see if this shit's rocking.
A good lager beer needs a lot of time, but many big companies.
Too loud, man. Too loud. Black people are the most racial people in the country.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's in this chat. Not our chat, but
Oh, their chat.
yeah. MSNBC chat.
Who you guys attracting? Hmm?
Propaganda. I've seen its effects. I lived in the mountain, and in my 18 years growing up, I've seen a river dry up and lakes shrink. Well, that's not the question. The question is it man-made or not? That's the question I hear. Obama and HRC control the DNC, and it's Joe's turn. It's the plan. But he's
It's
such
the plan.
He's such a trash candidate.
Jordan, it's the plan.
Why are they throwing Buttigieg out there like that? Really, really, really propping him up.
You have to trust the plan, Jordan. The plan. The cabal will quake at their feet. As our champion Trump will beat his chest and howl in the moonlight.
I hear this.
So Donald, moderating that town hall in Spartanburg. You are not going to want to miss it. And that is an event that is important on its own terms. It's also going to be a really interesting sort of strategic window into the overall presidential campaign right now, because I've been pointing this out for a while now, but I can't overstate how important it is that this is the sort of insane.
I've seen ecosystems collapse. I research a lot about ecosystems. It helps grow better weed, but for real, we are fucking the planet, making soil shit.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, that I don't doubt at all. There's fucking dumping chemicals in fucking water.
Fracking?
Yeah. Chemicals in the soil. Poisoning animals, poisoning ourselves.
States in recent years that have held their primaries much later on in the process. But now, boom, they're right there at the end of that 1 month of voting, which means in all likelihood that once Democrats start voting with that first contest in Iowa going on to those first 4 early contests, once Democrats start...
Right now, Rachel Maddow is playing. I'm not showing it on screen.
Which puts an even hotter spotlight.
I'll take a risk for the town hall, but no, fucking not her.
And I think it particularly puts a spotlight on South Carolina, the 4th of the 4 early states. It's just 3 days before that huge Super Tuesday vote this year that, again, will include California and Texas. And South Carolina is important on its own terms. It's important because it's early. It's
Mayor Pete is a backup plan, but it's Joe's turn. He's so bad, though. Everything.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the mystery of, well, who is this guy? He's coming out of nowhere.
That is an existential do or die question.
He has the shitty policy that everyone hates to that.
South Carolina, because of its demographics,
The reason kids are protesting about things are from things he's done.
Yeah.
Absolutely excites and speaks to and mobilizes.
Like, hey, Joe, remember the 60s? Where were you?
All across this country.
What were you doing in the 60s?
Like, wasn't ICE one of those services, one of those, agencies created because of after 9/11? I think so, right? Like the NSA was.
Mm-hmm. It gave them carte blanche to do something like that. It gives me carte blanche.
Muay Thai. Guys, did you see the new car where you sit into it and shove a tube up your asshole and it runs off your farts? You are a child, you
Before
motherfucker.
that 2016 primary in South Carolina, we took this shot of South
Reminds me
Carolina.
of South Park, where you have to, like,
Yeah.
blow something for the car.
A man by the name of J.D. Hurston, who made an intriguing case to me and to our
How about a quick exercise? Come on.
Propaganda says, and Carl Sagan proved the carbon heats the planet up. He also discovered nuclear winter. That's interesting. But
Proved?
yeah, my answer remains the same. Oh, just take care of the planet because take care of the planet.
Yeah.
Do I need a reason?
For you. Let me hear this shit.
Kamala Harris takes her case to the voters and joins Lawrence O'Donnell for a special town hall.
Before she joins him, did you know that her dad doesn't talk to her anymore? They just start doing shit like that? It's like, whoa.
I don't know. Webb's thing said 9:30.
Who the fuck is this?
Thank you for blocking it, whoever it is.
God, that's Kevin Hart.
Okay.
It's like, fuck, man. Everywhere.
All right. Fucking hate commercials.
No, it's... Alright.
South Park for life, says Muay Thai. Yeah, they're the best.
So far.
Slowly, I'm seeing a little bit of dip. Is it that fighter at the end of their career? I don't know. They got plenty of ammo. Why aren't they using it? I don't know.
You gotta be, what's his name, who just gets better as they age. Silva. It's like, I'm like,
Mayweather.
yeah, it's better. It's better.
Propaganda. And HRC was trash and hated, but she was pushed. Yeah, but she was going against a unknown person. Bit relatively unknown at the time. Now Bernie is established as the fucking guy. Well, maybe not in the mainstream news circuits, but
Everyone knows.
their average viewers are also 60 plus years old. Literally, on average, 60 to 65 years old is their average viewer age. It's like, fuck. Just go around to all the college campuses. Like, how many guys are voting for Biden? Yeah. How many of there are you? Oh, a lot? Okay.
We're gonna vote for Biden after bingo. Come on, everybody. Yeah.
Did you see the Naggers episode? Yes, I did. Get that nigger guy.
Jeez. Hey, you're the nigger guy. It's like, ah. I remember I saw the opening to that. I remember I saw the opening. I'm like, ah.
They hold like a Congress meeting or whatever the fuck. Like if you say the word nigger, the word guy can't come before 7 words after. Okay. So that's hilarious, man. Where am I at? Propaganda. You can do a scaled down experiment and prove that global warming is from industry. Okay.
I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can prove that. Though.
Probably not. I don't know.
Depends what you mean.
Point is, once again, for me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well, my thing is, why not just take care of? If something's fucked up, why don't we just take care of it?
Yeah. I make moves to love the planet,
God
not
damn.
fear it destroying us.
Even though the planet fears you. Tells me at night, like, dude, is he fun? Like, okay.
Muay Thai gets it. Propaganda. Mayor Pete is just here to take votes from Bernie.
I said that already.
Do you guys want to hear this interview? I don't know who this
Oh, I
guy
thought you
is.
mean you were proving a point. Like, he gets it. Like,
Tomorrow morning.
Okay.
I'll be back in South Carolina tonight,
DNC
and
Associate
it's gonna be
Chairman.
tomorrow morning where
He's voting Biden.
I'm going to announce that I'm running for the United States Senate.
Tony Gwynn?
Now,
Yeah.
when I
Who
spoke
goes to Tony Gwynn?
ahead of that,
That's Tony
remarkable
Gwynn's son.
2016 Democratic presidential primary in
Can't
South
tell me
Carolina,
otherwise.
one of the things we spent a long time talking about was
Muay
South
Thai.
Carolina's Democratic bench.
What European country would you most like to visit?
Politics in that state, that the state
Propaganda
is seen as a
says
red
Ukraine or
state, it's a
Georgia.
Republican dominant state.
My bad.
And so people who are Democrats who might be inclined for political service, leave the state and seek it elsewhere. Because
Yes.
it doesn't seem like fertile territory. You clearly decided that that's not true for you.
No, it's not true for me.
I don't know.
And you
I don't
remember,
know.
I talked about a Clyburn Fellowship that I created.
Never thought about it.
We have now trained 125 people in every county in South Carolina, trained them to run for office themselves. So now we have newly elected members of the state house. School
I gotta work on
board,
finding
county
an actual
council,
feed
people
for
who sit
this
on boards
fucking
of
thing.
trustees, they're Clyburn fellows. And many
I don't know
of
if this is
them
gonna
now
cut
are
off
running the presidential
when
campaign
the
to
town
the
hall
20 some
starts.
odd presidential candidates have in South Carolina. So we are
got
really
comments.
leading, this whole new South, as we talked about. And I hope
Ukraine
to be part of
or
that
Georgia?
with this campaign.
In terms of all those.
It's like Easter here.
Muay Thai set up.
Doesn't even count as Europe, does it?
Huh?
You're being showered with some attention in South
Does that even
Carolina.
count as Europe?
That does
I don't know.
provide, among other things,
Eastern Europe?
opportunities for Democrats in the state to latch themselves to national candidates.
Europe, we don't count as Europe.
Constructive thus far this year. Do you feel
why
like the
probably
Democrats
savage
trying to
athletes
get
come out of
South
there.
Carolina, that the candidates are talking to the right people, making the right pitches, doing the right amount of listening in the right kind of places?
They are, Rachel. I am so proud of the campaigns that these candidates are running. They are going to every part of South Carolina. So they're not just going to Columbia and Greenville
I'll be right
and
back, dude.
Charleston, our big cities. Everywhere to small counties, Oconee County, Jasper County, Barnwell County. And they're talking to constituents about all the issues. Just in Denmark recently, I went there because they have a problem. I know you did so much great work on the Flint water issue. We have a problem in Denmark, South Carolina, a small town near my hometown of Orangeburg, where they've been putting this chemical in the water for 10 years. People's hair are falling out and those type of things. And so Elizabeth
Muay Thai calls Ukraine a shit horde. Shill.
And really are talking about these environmental justice issues. And that's really
Propaganda. Yeah, you can. Carl Sagan did a scaled down version. CO2 heats the planet up. It heats up my grow tent. Come on, boys. This is a basic science. Get your lab glasses on. I'm not denying or I'm not accepting or denying anything. The point is, it doesn't matter for me. Not the way I think. Take care of the planet, period. I don't need global warming to exist or not exist for me to think that.
exactly right.
Black smoke going into the air from cars and planes or whatever the fuck. If we can find a way to not have that happen, why aren't we doing it?
Generational differences between older African Americans and younger African Americans on
Shit.
a whole variety of issues, from the issues of the environment to the issue about school and whether or not we should provide it for free or not, to the issues about equality and rights. I mean, there are a lot of diversity within those communities, and so I think the candidates are getting an opportunity to see that you can't just bring a canned message and think that that's going to resonate in the African American community, because the diversity that we see in the nation is the diversity that you see within that community.
Now, when you think about running against Senator Lindsey Graham, obviously he's
Muay Thai talking to propaganda.
for a very long time.
Propaganda says a greenhouse gas is a gas that absorbs and
Do you think that the senators
emits radiant energy within the thermal infrared range. Greenhouse gases cause the greenhouse effect. The primary greenhouse gases in Earth's atmosphere are water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone.
My mom was 16 years old when I dropped out of high school. Had me. My grandparents helped took care of me, and they had very limited.
Once again, it wouldn't matter for me.
The value of hard work. They taught me the value of helping others, being your brother and your sister's keeper. They also taught me the value of character. What we are seeing with Lindsey Graham right now, it makes you question his character. I used to think that this was a guy who was a statesman, right? A guy who could stand above the fray and help solve the issues.
Lindsey Graham's been trash,
He's
man.
what George Will called him, a political windsock. He's a chameleon that has changed his colors. We are on the verge. We saw with Stacey, we saw with Andrew. We're on the verge of a renaissance in the South, a new South. And I really hope people will help join me in this effort. You know, go to my website, jamieharrison.com, and Jamie spelled Jaime. but we really are on the verge of changing something, and we've seen it even in recent elections itself.
Propaganda. We are burning shit still because lobbyists run our country.
Number of houses when people, the pundits in DC,
Yeah.
didn't think we had a shot because they think, oh,
I'm against them burning shit.
they can't win anything. Well, we're winning in South Carolina. It's all about investing.
Do I need to
Jamie Harrison, his name is
understand how climate change works in order to come with that conclusion? No. Because I'm very sure there's a better way.
We call it the mother
Alright.
standard of hate.
Fucking commercial. Fucker. But, what's his name? Stanley Myers, the water car. Randomly dies. Rainwater, well water, tap water. If you got snow, use that. If you're by the ocean, use salt water. It has no effect on the engine. 2 weeks later, dead. Fuck the you, Mayor Pete. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Calm down, propaganda. MSNBC has some sort of pill to sell me because they're sponsored by the pharmaceutical industry and the war industry. They gotta sell me shit. If you're wondering why there's a picture of Mayor Pete right there, it's because we were reacting to it for a bit. What's the name of that shit? Mayor Buttigieg saying that Kim in North Korea is not the first time Trump has aligned himself with a dictator. I wonder how many dictators Mayor Pete would align with.
Probably quite a few.
Yeah.
We just being honest out here.
Run away. Run.
No, it's run away. Don't look back.
What's the name of that guy's show?
What?
The last something. The last word.
What are you talking about?
That guy, O'Donnell, Lawrence O'Donnell, whatever the fuck his name is.
I don't fucking know, son.
I think it's Lawrence.
Watch out for Lawrence.
All these weird fucking channels.
What the fuck is
Look at this. Wheels on the Bus, more nursery rhymes and kids songs. Has 1,000 people watching it right now.
What?
Fucking play this shit.
Huh? Pussy?
I don't want to get caught with
Oh.
like child porn or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right. Let's stay away from that. Let's stay the fuck away from that shit. Yeah.
Propaganda, you should watch some Boy live. I want to see your live reaction. I would align with all the dictators. Is this guy's fucking name? I just saw it. Or maybe I didn't. I hope these guys aren't going to be like CNN, where they like hide their shit so you have to pay for their services.
Yeah.
Fox News is like, here, live, no copyrighted, just do it.
Yeah.
Watch it. Fucking CNN and MSNBC, like, we're desperate, guys. Please
We're desperate. Please help us.
sign up on our website. We need you.
We need your services, please. We cannot. I'm begging. Please donate. We're dying out here. How dare you just give us $1?
The guy's video that I was just playing. This video is no longer available due to a copyright claim by NBC Universal. That's why I wasn't playing that shit on screen. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what smart guys do. We still might get ganked. See if anyone else got shut down.
Unchecked.
Thank you.
I appreciate your courage, and I'm wondering what the next steps would be to ask for an impeachment inquiry.
You're gonna get us kicked off for for audio. I heard Rachel's voice on there.
I heard breathing. Get him off now.
Copyright strike. I bet our viewers go up. It's gonna be like MSNBC sound a little stingy right now with.
And it's something that everyone has to wrestle with.
I think it's when you play their ads they go crazy.
Yeah.
This issue quite a bit because to me the conduct was obviously impeachable. So then the question is, do you then move
Who's this guy? Representative Amish? Amish?
Amish.
I thought about this for a long time. Like I said, I spent a month.
Representative Doth.
They got ganked too. Gotcha, bitch. They're gonna flood to this channel. I'm gonna be like, that's a disappointed voice. Like her
No,
face.
it's
Like, sorry, guys.
It's like this. Here you go. Like.
MSNBC ain't playing, son.
We're the only ones that can play pro-war propaganda and pump them out to the masses. You can't stream it. Fuck you.
That dude's channel was playing for like over an hour, As soon as it starts getting closer to the debate, or the town hall, it's like,
then they yank him.
yeah.
How unfortunate. Atta boy
This
nanny.
guy's viewers are gonna go up. This guy's viewers gonna go up, and then
Yeah. God, fuck her, man.
alright, start using backup plans. Twitch, here I come.
Do it. Oh, God.
I'm just looking at this guy's like, Pin Gaming TV, you're next. Your shit's gonna get ganked soon. Because they don't like us.
No, they don't.
They don't like people. Is this news of the future leader of the free world? You better pay for that.
I know. Fuck you.
They don't like you guys.
They don't care.
Yeah. If you speak up, then they'll learn to not like you.
Like I don't like
man,
it.
keep your fucking mouth shut.
I don't like some. There's some people out there I don't like, but doesn't mean I don't care for them.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd actually be more respectable.
It is more
At
respectable.
least you care. Just mute this. Girl gaming. Who the fuck is Elizabeth Warren?
Heh.
Hold on. Has read the Mueller report.
This guy's smart. He's playing different audio in the background so they can't just gank his shit.
Yeah.
They'll still do it, but
Is that Donald Trump obstructed justice multiple times and the House should impeach. Now,
Don't talk about the wars overseas, right?
that I agree with Justice Amash on. He's a very conservative congressman, a libertarian. We don't always see eye to eye. But there are two things we agree completely on. And first is that every member of Congress should read the Mueller report. And two, that the rule of law applies even to the President of the United States.
Massachusetts Democratic Senator
boys, I'm so cheap. I drink out of the old recycled bottles.
So do I.
So does he. Only glass ones, though.
So do I.
Send me your old bottles.
No.
I think they're pulling videos for copyright to prevent people from making videos making fun. It's to stop people from thinking. They want to sell you a candidate, not have you think for yourself. That's too much work.
Too much work out here.
How am I going to keep you in line if you're informed?
No, I think you mean, how am I going to keep you, like, you know, a slave to the free market? I mean, oh no, I let them find out. Run. Run away.
Okay, it's 10 o'clock. This is a repeat or something.
Mueller's redacted report carefully and completely, having read or watched pertinent statements and testimony, and having discussed this matter with my staff. In comparing Attorney General William Barr's principal conclusions, congressional testimony, and other statements to Mueller's actual report, it's clear that Barr intended to mislead the public about Special Counsel Robert Mueller's analysis and findings. Now, at this point, you're reading along.
Like, you're still on this fucking thing?
This is going to be interesting.
It's repeating shit.
I know.
And now the scramble begins. Will Jordan find the stuff?
Dun, 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 dun. Will Jordan overcome his genetics? Dun, 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 dun. Will Jordan overcome the IQ exam that he took yesterday?
Why do people like Rachel Maddow so much? It's weird.
I don't like her at all. I don't get it, dude. I don't know if anybody watches her show. Really. Fuck you! Don't tell me to show. She'll fucking stomp you out.
Let's see if these guys get ganked.
See if you fucking come. Pause. pause. Goddamn.
Access to reproductive health is under attack in America. It's under attack. And what we have seen from Alabama...
We're not putting this on screen because we will get,
a variety of
you know.
Legislatures, state legislatures, are fundamentally attacking a woman's right to make decisions about her own body. And let's understand what this means. Are we going to go back to the days of back alley abortions? Women died before we had Roe v. Wade in place. And so I'm going to tell you, on this issue, I'm kind of done, because here's how I feel about it, guys. Let me tell you. Here's the thing. There are states that keep passing these laws, and so when elected, I'm going to put in place and require that states that have a history of passing legislation that is designed to prevent or limit a woman's access to reproductive health care, that those laws have to come before my Department of Justice for a review and approval, and until we determine that they are constitutional, they will not take effect.
That sounds like it needs 60 votes in the United States Senate.
You know what?
It's going to go to Supreme Court.
What we need to do is going to require 60 votes in the United States Senate, which is why I would say to everybody, 2020 is about the White House, it's also about the United States Senate.
The other, this is modeled on the components of the Voting Rights Act that left tests in place for certain states when they wanted to change things.
Right.
You're using that model. That model has been challenged by this Supreme Court. So that is a more, that is an already challenged model.
But the basis of the challenge was to say, don't base your evaluation of the state's history based on what happened 50 years ago. It needs to be more current. What I am putting in place and will put in place is that it'll be based on that state's history over the last 25 years. And in that regard, then we will review those through the United States Department of Justice and make a decision. Are they conforming with the Constitution of the United States as interpreted by the United States Supreme Court or not? And if they are not, then that law will be invalidated and it will not be able to be applied to the women of that state.
We know this already, though. The point was to get it to the Supreme Court. I think that was the point of putting that bill out there.
Gorsuch, who has that seat because Mitch McConnell held it open, refused to even allow confirmation hearings for Merrick Garland, President Obama's last choice.
For 9 months.
And Mitch McConnell at the time said, of course you don't confirm Supreme Court justices in the last year of a presidential term. Let's listen to what Mitch McConnell said today about that question.
Wiki what? Wiki what? This guy's a fuckboy, by the way.
He said, he'll be filling the seat. If a Supreme Court justice were to die, it was the question, in the last year, this next year of the Trump presidency, what would he do? He would go against what he said was the principle he was using.
Yes, Mitch McConnell. Fuck that guy.
Well, he also said he will fill it, but that actually is
only in the way of he should not be there.
It's not Mitch McConnell.
Yes.
So we also have to do a little history about the division of responsibilities between the United States Congress and the executive branch.
Hey, Mitch, what's the meaning of life? That's not what I do here.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, get him the fuck out.
Speaking of the executive branch, on the issue of choice, look,
I mean, you. That's what happened to you.
Ran on a campaign that said women should be punished if they have an abortion. We have a president.
He took that back just about as soon as he said it. He said that to Chris Matthews in the middle of one of these.
It came out of his mouth, and I think it's a reflection of his perspective.
You look good talking about those assholes.
We cannot deny that this is a very real issue in America. There are states where women literally will have no access to reproductive health. And, you know,
let Jordan do it.
Personal to me.
I'll do it.
My mother was a scientist, a breast cancer researcher. She was
I'll come up
one
with
of the very
policy.
few women of color doing that kind of work. And she would
Oh,
come
really?
home, ever since I was a child, I remember her coming home and talking about how we have, as a society, still diminished women's health care issues. We have not allowed women to be in control of their bodies and make decisions. This is not new. It is constantly under attack, but I'm here to say we will be vigilant and we will fight against it every day of the week, and we will fight for women and their right to make decisions about their own body in consultation with their physician, with their God, with their priest, with their rabbi. But you know, when we look at a law like what's happening in Alabama, and they're saying they're going to sentence a doctor to 99 years, as a prosecutor, let me tell you, I got a real problem with that. I have a real problem
with you having some weed. You're going to jail for life.
We're on drugs.
Go backwards, and we cannot tolerate a perspective that is about going.
Do you know what she can't say? She can't say, these hypocrite Republicans, they want to go overseas and bomb kids, but they want to, make sure these kids live here in this country. They want to fight abortion, but they go over and kill kids every day overseas.
Yeah, don't say that.
She can't say that.
No.
Normal people can say that all day long. She couldn't say that because we know what she would do if she's president. Let's be real. Or play on a team and say whatever I just said is completely wrong, and she's the hope of everything and a peace candidate, and on and so forth.
What we're doing around pay equity in our country. So the other initiative that I have is addressing pay equity. Women in America today earn on average 80 cents on the dollar as compared to men. Black women, 61 cents on the dollar. Native American women, 58 cents on the dollar.
That I'm ignorant on.
53 cents
I'll just say I'm ignorant on.
And this is an issue of pay equity that has been around since
Are you doing what you like?
60s, when we had
That's where I'll go back to the base, rather than we need jobs, as you would say. Plenty of coal mining opportunities right over here.
Yeah, I know. Who wants to be a coal miner?
60,000 new jobs right here. Just say goodbye to your lungs. That's all.
Say goodbye to your health and skin and your hair.
Future kids, your sperm is fucked now.
Oh.
Your eggs are fucked.
If they fail to do it, they will be fined, because as far as I'm concerned, either you pay women equally or you pay a price.
No, it's. It's like.
The president was in Japan. He said that it was no problem that North Korea was firing off some short-range missile tests, which, by the way, could reach the
Here's a good test for her.
At the time in Japan.
Foreign policy.
Yeah.
And also said that he agrees with Kim Jong-un's insults of Joe Biden. If you are president and
Oh, God.
I wish you guys could see her.
and North Korea has just tested some missiles, and Kim Jong-un insults Mitch McConnell, what would you say?
The President of the United States, when speaking, has a profound amount of authority and power, and must then use the microphone before her in a responsible way. And in a way that is appreciative of the fact that we should always be concerned, especially on foreign soil, about the integrity and the safety of our nation, which is the United States of America. The idea that this president on foreign soil attacked the previous vice president of the United States. I don't care what the difference is on policy issues. I don't care what the difference is in terms of party affiliation. It is wrong. It is contrary to our values, and it is contrary to the best interest of our country and the integrity of our country, and he should not have done it. He is irresponsible, and it's one of yet another examples of why he should not be president of the United States.
I don't know what he said, but he's like, yeah, that dude's corrupt. We're like, good. Say that everywhere. Also, she wouldn't mind having Joe Biden as her running mate. I think I found that out.
There are so many passages in this book that I want to ask you about. You mentioned your mother a few minutes ago, and you've had many titles. You've had the title of District Attorney, the title of Attorney General,
that sucks.
The title of Senator. And you say,
Yeah, called a Russian bot.
there is no title for
You Canadian Russian bot.
I'll treasure more.
You're getting blocked here too. Just wait.
I am.
Any day now, you're getting blocked.
Kamala Harris. Yeah. My mother, my mother, I have a sister, Maya, and our mother was an extraordinary woman. Our mother was all of 5 feet tall. But if you ever met her, you would have thought she was 7 feet tall.
Shut up.
And, she was the kind of parent who would
Just
tell
fine.
you, you don't let anyone
Wait, what?
tell you who you are. You
Huh?
told them.
Wait, you talking about her?
Yeah. Like, I love my mom. Everybody? Jesus.
Like, don't you do
And then I joke about,
all she have to do is this.
one
She
of
has
the
to
reasons
go
I'm running for president is because I was raised by this mother who,
But you
if
see
you
the
ever came
background?
home complaining about
Going,
something, our mother would look at you, maybe one hand on her hip, and the first thing out of her mouth she'd say, well, what are you going to do about it? So I decided to
She
run
might
for
be a,
president of the United
I don't know,
States.
sociopath.
She's a lukewarm sociopath.
Let's listen to the president on immigration.
Is full. We don't want people coming up here. Our country is full. We want Mexico to stop. We want all of them to stop. Our country is packed to the gills. We don't want them coming up.
That's completely different than his policy.
Yeah, I know.
Which, we need workers here.
Come on.
You see the narrative where his policy doesn't actually, he's just using that,
He's pandering. Yeah.
pandering that, which also holds up these types of candidates as well. It holds up a Joe Biden. It holds up Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Your history is of your ancestors being kidnapped and brought over on a slave ship. Unless you are Native American, your people are immigrants. And the idea that we have
I'm
a
both.
president of the United States that on this issue has vilified a whole group of people.
Say what?
And by the way, I
I'm
believe
both.
it's because
What?
it was a distraction for him. He
Unless
talked
you're
about
Native
that wall.
American.
He wants everyone
You're an
to be
immigrant.
preoccupied with his multi-billion-dollar vanity
Yes.
project. And it's because he's
Sorry.
not dealing with the real issues
Native
impacting
immigrant.
people in our country, like the fact
Within
that
the
almost
within
half
the
of
least
American families can't afford a
100 years, I'd say.
unexpected
Yeah.
expense. And on the issue of immigration, he has also defied who we are morally and who we say we are to the world. We have always presented ourselves as being a nation of strength with strong
Alright, this
arms.
is a blah 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 answer.
That when people are
I agree with
fighting
you,
harm,
propaganda.
we will embrace them. But look at what has happened with this administration.
It's almost like you're paid to not harm anyone. Paid for
There are
existing.
children who are fleeing murder capitals of the world. Let's be clear about this. Imagine a mother.
Muay Thai loving Trump for some reason. I don't know why. It's almost like he doesn't have to live here.
To transport
Dude.
a child across the
Ooh.
entire
He doesn't have to live here and
country
deal
of
with
Mexico.
Donald
Or maybe he doesn't
Facing unknown
know what he's
peril.
talking about, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
She does that because she believes for that child to stay where they are is worse. But what does this president do? He virtually looks at those children and says, go back to where you came from. What do we have in this president?
After he destabilizes their country.
Oh, yeah.
Taking children,
Don't forget that.
separating them
Yeah.
from their parents.
Don't forget Clinton
and
doing
calling
that.
it border security. No, that was
Don't
a
forget
clear
Obama,
response
deporter-in-chief.
by the United States government.
Don't
And
forget
it
that,
was
Kamala.
against the morals and the values of
If you really want to
the
win, you would say that out loud.
But she'll forget it. She will. You will.
We're going to squeeze in a break here, and when we return, it's time to hear from the voters of South Carolina. We're going to your questions when we come back. The presidential candidate, Senator Kamala Harris.
Turn that volume down a bit.
Turn it way down.
Propaganda says females being oligarchs isn't feminism. That's Trudeau feminism. Yeah. It's like, you get to kill the babies now, and you have a vagina. It's okay.
Congratulations.
It's like, that means nothing.
Are you ready to set yourself?
You get to continue the Bush policy.
Hooray.
But you're black. See?
Yeah.
Good job, Obama.
Thank you. Listen, everyone will get a turn. But being about
Propaganda. Trump is such a joke. He is HRC, but a male. Yeah. Muay Thai loving Trump once again, for some reason.
Oh, you silly, silly man.
Propaganda. Kamala is saying what people were pushing in the 90s. She is washed up and has a shitty campaign.
Oh.
And Kamala is for all the wars that create these problems. Also, the neoliberal economics. Agreed. And we just heard her going wishy-washy on Medicare for all. Maybe she'll save herself in this town hall, but Young Turks caught it.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah. What is up with these guys? Wait, are you trying to make things worse? What's up with these people?
You gotta fucking wonder sometimes. I mean, you really do.
Yeah.
You really have to wonder. Do you fuckers care about people dying?
This dude's gotta he's gotta black his shit out when ads are playing.
Oh.
Whoever this channel is, they're gonna get fucking murked.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Right, the UFC
Yeah.
guys, because we had ads.
They'll get fucked, too.
Yeah, give me your channel. I'll sell a war, but yeah.
I'll sell a war.
Take your channel out. Your channel's hurting someone. It's hurting MSNBC's pockets. Okay?
How's it go? How's it go? It's like, fuck you?
Like, we help. We help fund Raytheon, Pfizer.
Raytheon. Why does Raytheon just sound like the worst fucking thing?
They sound like
Come on, you sound like a fucking villain, son. There's no way escaping it. Raytheon. Yeah, you sound like a super villain. Oh no! It's Raytheon! That literally sounds like a giant robot who eats children in front of their parents, you know.
Propaganda, send us that link when we're not watching something already. So send us that like at the end, we'll play it. It says check out this chick. She is Elizabeth May. Muay Thai says Ireland is for the Irish.
What do you mean by that? Unless you want to be silly, just let me know if you're being silly, because then I won't entertain your comment.
Elizabeth Warren, gotcha. Wiki Woe is Warren. Oh, he did mute it. Good guy. Good man.
Kamala Harris. Now let's hear for some voters right here in Spartanburg County. We have some questions from the audience. We're going to begin over here.
Good evening, like this?
Spartan.
No, it's Spartan.
Everybody here, thank you for giving me a moment of your time. I'm an American of Cuban descent, and my fiancée and I have traveled over 160 miles from Charlotte, North Carolina, to hear
If you ask about Venezuela.
your passionate view of the American future.
Do it.
And that will remove the existing embarrassment that's in our executive office, and one that we can again be proud of. My two-part question is this. Do you fully support and undertaking the impeachment process through to its completion, knowing the risks which will impact the 2020 election for all of us involved, and the possibility that the Senate will not go on with the impeachment?
Are you okay?
The second part of that question is, if you're not successful with the impeachment process, would you continue to pursue legal action against 45?
Muay Thai is not being silly, it's being dead serious.
As well, when they leave office for the numerous egregious offenses that have all incurred against the American public, regardless of the time expended in the courts. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Care to go in depth? What you mean?
Thank you for
Impeachment.
traveling to be here. I appreciate that. I really do. And we are all part of the American story, to the point of Lawrence's last question. So yes, I do support and have advocated for us going through the process toward impeachment and seeing that through. I absolutely do. But you're right to mention the
Yeah, help 'em win.
Senate, because while I am calling for us to go through that process, I also am fully aware that the Senate in its current configuration, I doubt very seriously, will actually vote to impeach this president, given its current configuration, which is that the majority is run by Republicans who consistently, be it on his wall, be it on Affordable Care Act, on so many issues, have stood with this president, even when what he has done is so clearly and blatantly wrong, and in many cases in the worst interest, not the best interest of their constituents. But on the issue of impeachment, let's be clear. You know, I've read the Mueller report, and they outline in that report, and it was a team of some of the best career people in the Department of Justice who are part of that. Career people who have been in the
These are
Department of Justice.
such
There are
lightweight
at least
questions
10
so far.
of obstruction of justice. I am also clear from reading what he wrote in that report that the only reason they did not return an indictment against this president on obstruction of justice is because of an opinion from the Department of Justice that suggests that you cannot indict a sitting president. But there is no question that the evidence supports a prosecution of that case. So taking it to the point of your next question, absolutely. Listen, I believe that there needs to be transparency, there needs to be accountability.
Yeah, no. So, do you really want that?
Do you really?
Obstructing justice, not to mention what we have seen from the current Attorney General of the United States, who I question in the connection with the judiciary.
That guy she had a chance to prosecute, who's now in Trump's cabinet.
Represent the
That guy.
president and his peculiar interest as opposed to representing the people of the country in which we live. So there is a lot of work to do, and I plan on seeing it through.
I want you to listen to what Congressman Justin Amash said today. This is the only Republican in the Congress who has come out in support of impeachment. He had a town hall in his Republican district in Michigan today. Let's listen to it.
Oh, it's a setup.
I think it's really important that we do our job as a Congress, that we not allow misconduct to go undeterred.
A lot of old people.
That we not just say someone can violate the public trust and that there are no consequences.
Young people are like, healthcare, motherfucker.
Healthcare. With a standing ovation. He has
It's not a human right.
It's like, who said that? Oh, was it you?
The House of Representatives has said about impeachment.
Yeah, and what he has done is what we need more people in the United States Congress to do.
Like, what little shit said that?
Put country before party. Put country before party. We are looking at a system right now where, you know, and I this is where I drive.
How is impeaching Trump putting the country before the party? How the freak?
They designed
Oh,
a system
boy.
in terms of our democracy. They designed a system.
It's literally the strategy for Democrats to win again.
In some branches
the
of
Russia
government,
shit.
there might be abuses. So they designed our democracy, our republic in a way there would be 3 co-equal branches of government and then a free and independent press, with the idea that each would then be the check and
He's a good
balance
guy.
against the other.
I wonder if these
So
guys
when we
even
talk
ask,
about a
like,
process of impeachment,
independent journalists,
it is
can you do
about
one of our
checks
town
and
halls?
balances that the framers
Like, look at this-
imagined would be
look at this
in
list I
place
got. It's
to
like,
be a check
you know,
against abuses.
800,000
And that is
people.
another reason
These
why
guys
I
are all
support
gonna watch.
that process.
Yeah.
And what he is talking
You're gonna have an
about is
audience.
right. We must put country before party on a fundamental interest that is about the integrity of our democracy.
Let's hear from another.
Okay, go in depth now? Okay, cool. My bad.
Non-answer.
My bad.
Give us your name
It's a
and
BS non-answer.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Rosemary Smith. I'm 54 years old, and I work in the food and beverage industry. Early this year, I had colon cancer and fall into the group of uninsured people in South Carolina because we didn't expand Medicaid.
Yeah.
She doesn't care.
My question to you is, for people who don't have access to programs to help with their medical needs or lack the resources to care for themselves,
Here's her chance.
what will you do for those
All out
individuals?
Medicare for
I
all
was very lucky,
to save herself.
but others may die.
She flip-flops.
Well, first of all, thank you, Ms. Smith, for sharing
She
your
flip-flops.
story and having the
I'll let
courage
you
to
know.
do that. And I wish you all the best. And it looks like you are fighting this thing, and so we are
I
fighting.
can cut
with
through
you.
the fucking language.
Listen, you said it. We have millions of people in our country who do not have access to health care. And it's a fundamental point, in my opinion, which is access to health care should be a right, not a privilege of just those who can afford to get it. And on this issue, that is why I am supporting Medicare for all, because I believe that we need to have
Wait for it, guys.
a system where
not complete yet.
everyone has access. You know, the pharmaceutical companies, the drug companies have been hiking up the prices. The biggest barrier to access to healthcare in our country is cost. It's cost. And we've got the pharmaceutical companies and the insurance companies that keep jacking up premiums and co-pays and prescription drugs and the cost of prescription drugs. And I've taken them on. When I was Attorney General, I took on the pharmaceutical companies. I delivered over $200 million for the people of my state because of their practices that were about fraudulent practices. And we need somebody in these United States of America who is at the top level of leadership, who understands that there are people every day in our country suffering because they don't have access to health care. And by the way, You know, there's some who say, well, you know, but if you change the system, is it going to mean I don't have access to my doctor? And that's an understandable point. We like our doctors, those that we know. We've been seeing them for years. Well, 91% of the doctors in the United States are in the Medicare system. So the odds-on favorite is that you will be able to keep your doctor. But here's the deal, guys. Here's how I think about it. I think about it based on a typical scenario, not only yours, someone who has faced an acute illness, and thankfully you are battling it, and what that means in terms of everything you have to go through. My mother, who we talked about, Lawrence, she passed away a few years from cancer. And, you know, for any of us who have had that experience of loving someone and a family member who is going through that, it is the experience of every day, you know, figuring out how you can get the person to the hospital, in and out of the hospital. It is the experience of some doctor talking to you about, have you heard the term anticipatory grief? Which is the grief that you experience when someone is still here, but it weighs on you. The experience of trying to cook for somebody and hope that whatever I make is something you can hold down or you have an appetite for. The experience of hoping when you're going through chemotherapy that we can give you clothes that are soft enough because your skin is so sensitive. The experience of trying to make sure that the medication on each of the charts actually matches up. And the fact that in our country, in our America, people are going through that experience every day and on top of that have to worry about how they're going to pay a hospital bill is immoral. And this also relates to people who do have insurance. Every day in America, there is also some story about some parent who calls up the doctor or the hospital and says, my child has a fever that is reaching a peak, and they're told, come to the emergency room. And that parent then drives to the hospital and is in their car in the parking lot of the emergency room with their hand on that child's forehead, hoping that temperature goes down. Because they know if they have to walk through those sliding glass doors and get into that emergency room, they've got a copay of $5,000. They've got insurance. This is not a system that is right or fair or just. And for all of those reasons, I support Medicare for all.
Ask her how she's going to pay for it. Ask her the details of it. Don't just say, I support it. I want to hear fucking details.
It won't be exclusively up to the president. Congress, if it does, will deliver some version of Medicare for all from the president. So let's just rattle off a few of these. Which ones would you sign? Would you sign a Medicare for all bill that simply made Medicare an option for people under 65 to buy into?
So I'll take it to the end and then I'll bring it back to your point. My preference is Medicare for all.
Mandatory Medicare for everyone.
But?
For everyone. But I am also supporting
so that
currently
does mean giving up their current private health care plans.
No, but they would be entitled to receive and have basically supplemental insurance. But under Medicare for all and my vision for Medicare for all, we would expand the coverage of Medicare so it would include dental, it would include vision. For our seniors, it would include the hearing aids, which are so expensive.
So it's Bernie Sanders Medicare for all. Gotcha.
The version you support is the way Medicare currently works for people 65 and over, which means it might be what they depend on. It's the only thing they have. Or if their union has a retirement plan that works as a supplemental, they can have that private supplemental plan on top of Medicare.
They can have the supplemental plan on top of it. But the idea and the goal is that everyone is going to be in the same system. We still do need to deal, though, with the fact that we've got plenty of men and women who work in unions who have given up extra pay to get more benefits under their health care plan. And that's a real issue. I know. And so that's a real issue, and it's something I'm
Ask her the
aware of
question you
and
were
want
going to
to
ask her.
because
Please.
they should not have to pay the price of having given up some of their salary to get free
Fuck,
benefits,
man.
and then we stick to
So would
Medicare for all.
you then veto a Medicare for all bill that doesn't include that option? A Medicare for all bill that simply makes it mandatory for everyone, and there is no private insurance system.
I would not support something that did not take care of the men and women of organized labor who have negotiated those plans and deserve to receive the benefit that they've negotiated.
Okay, we got another question on this side of the room.
Did the crowd just go, ugh?
Good evening.
Hear that?
My name is
That
Christine
means you're
Ford
keeping
Gregory,
private.
and I am a librarian.
The supplemental is supposed to be for like plastic surgery and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Are no longer hidden agendas. How will you, as a and a person of color leave the country in the face of such overt and pervasive division and begin rebuilding.
Okay, I can talk over this
truly
one.
embodies the phrase,
The question he was going to ask was, if you can't get there right away with Medicare for all, would you support maybe a public option to get started? Blah, 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 blah. That would have told me whether she's for Medicare for all or not. Straight up.
Ecosystem of teaching our children. So thank you for taking on that noble profession. So to your point, racism, anti-Semitism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, Islamophobia, these issues are real in our country.
How about bombing people overseas?
Yeah.
How about bombing all those groups overseas?
Consistently.
Didn't we bring back like black slavery in Libya? Didn't that come back?
Think so.
Went back in style.
All of us must speak up when we see it.
Back at it again with the slavery.
Not too long ago.
There you go.
Should ever be made to fight alone.
Oh, gay people, we bomb them all the time. No problem.
Yeah.
Look, I grew up.
Even future gay people. They're kids, they don't know yet.
My sister and I
Fuck it.
went to knock on the door.
Let it be a
of the
mystery.
family that lived in
Fuck,
the
man.
kids there, and
Let it be a
the
mystery.
daughter said,
God
"We can't play
damn.
with you anymore because our parents said we can't play with black children." I don't know a black man that I know, be he a family member, a colleague, or a friend, who has not experienced some level of racial profiling or discrimination. We have seen
Deja
from
Thoris,
Mother
22,
Emanuel
says,
Church
not feeling Bernie
to
Sanders,
Charlottesville,
Medicare for all.
to the Tree of Life Synagogue,
Universal
to
health care is
my
better.
backyard, Poway, that these issues are real and they take on lethal.
You have to explain the difference there.
But we have
So I
a
consider
president
those the
in
same
United
thing.
States right now that has been fanning the
Single
flame.
payer, Medicare for all are the same
And
thing.
we have
Just how you go
got to
about paying
believe
for it is the
that
difference,
the
I believe.
President of the United
There's
States
tax
should be in the
increase.
business of lifting
There's
people up,
reallocating
lifting people up.
the taxes we already pay,
Also agree
like dropping the military budget by quite a bit. You could do that.
have so much more in common than what separates us. That when
Tell me
we
a
wake up
difference,
in the middle of
and
the
I will
night, but that
give you
God
my
has been
honest
raining on
opinion.
us regardless of our skin color, the language our
If you mean,
grandparents spoke, the God we pray to. We are all waking up in the middle of the night having the same thought.
If you mean
about
the
our
option.
healthcare, it's about the education of our children. It's about keeping
The
a
buy-in
job, it's
option.
about paying the bills. And in our America, people who hold the highest levels of leadership
Can't blame the U.S. for Libya. Gaddafi was murdering his own people on the street and a terrorist. Someone drank the fucking Kool-Aid. Someone drank the Kool-Aid. Was he also giving his soldiers Viagra to rape women? That's also a story that happened, right? According to the U.S. Oh, Benghazi happened because people were watching terrorist videos and it made them react to it. Or not. People were watching some sort of video that made fun of Muhammad and they went crazy.
Next population growth. We have
I think that's
international
Kool-Aid drinking
companies
son.
and students, refugees, and
No offense, just giving you
families
my
are all
information.
contributing to our community. And yet, as we just saw, we have.
Does anyone have a link
anti-immigrant
for the
rhetoric
live
that's being
feed
promoted from the
of
highest
this
in the
town
land.
hall?
But how would you talk to South Carolinians
We're too
who are
abrasive for
afraid
you.
of immigration and of a portrayed loss of jobs and
It's alright, I
culture?
know there's fans out there.
Thank you for bringing
You want to know what I did?
And,
I just typed in MSNBC,
it's a myth,
went to the filter, clicked on live, and found it on
especially
YouTube.
under this current administration, the issue of
Watch us get shut
immigration
down now.
has been
So
about
you told him a secret.
It's the plant.
Our power shuts.
Sorry, guy, if I snitched on you, whoever's doing
It's
this.
been about talking about immigrants as rapists and murderers instead of acknowledging the fact that the vast majority of immigrants
Our
in
power
our
shuts down,
country
it's like,
are living lawful
And I'm not saying
lives,
this is you guys, but a lot of
paying
people,
taxes,
when conflict steps at their doorstep, goes on their doorstep, they fucking run for the hills. I hope that's not you. We just have a different idea
I
of
hope so,
things.
too.
Comprehensive immigration reform.
Then the thumbs down count goes.
By the way, there's bipartisan
Fuck you.
support for this.
You should want a debate, it's fun.
We can't get it on. We can't get it
And you get
on
to learn
because
something.
This guy said he won't sign it.
Not saying I'm right, I'm just saying
So,
it's a different
one,
idea to
there
look
is
at.
that, which is that we need to just speak based on fact.
Thank you,
The other thing that we
propaganda.
have to
I don't know
do
if that's the
recognize
link.
that it is actually good for
Probably a
our
link to
economy.
Boy Boy or something.
It is
Hopefully
good
it's
for our
not.
economy. I speak with farmers.
Alright, let's listen.
From Iowa to California.
I want to hear foreign
Who know
policy
that-
from
and
this
will tell you
motherfucker.
that a large part of the folks who are their labor, who are actually helping them produce what we are growing in our country, what we are eating, what we are selling to foreign countries, is supported by immigrant labor. Let's talk about the fact that we can look at the economy and look at...
Because we don't have a living wage. Living minimum wage.
We do not.
So the idea that it is a drain on the economy is
And we
not
destabilize our countries
but
through
we
trade
also
deals
have
to straight up coups.
agree that we
You could even
cannot
say we do it to
have
ourselves.
a policy in this country that is about saying we're going to close ourselves off. And frankly, I think that part of the reason that this president campaigned on that and came into office on that is because he actually could not offer a plan that was about getting people jobs. He had no plan for closing that gap. Instead, he comes in...
Gaddafi wanted to start his own currency, get off the U.S. dollar as well.
And then...
He wanted literal gold as his money. He also had universal health care. Free health care, free college. And they even got monthly checks. I think he had UBI in Libya. And now they have open market slavery.
Yep.
And those chemical weapons. I think they took them from Libya. Gave them
You can lower that.
Our infrastructure.
They can hear me.
That's going to produce
Expand
jobs,
Medicaid
but
to
there
all
has been
states,
no
strengthen
meaningful
ACA
work
exchanges,
in that regard.
close Medicare donut hole,
Let's look about
add a
at the
public
fact that
option,
in America
allow
today,
private
almost
insurance,
half of
universal
American
health
families
care.
that cannot afford a $400
Then I disagree with that
unexpected
plan
expense.
entirely.
I'm proposing that we change the tax code. I'm proposing that for families that make less than $100,000
Why not just expand Medicare?
you get a tax
Close
credit
the
of
holes in
$6,000
Medicare and expand
a year
it
that you can collect
to
up
all
$500
ages.
a month, which will be all the difference.
From what I heard,
between
it's
being able to get
cheaper.
to the end of the month
It'll
and
be
getting
cheaper in the
it
long
done
run.
for almost half of the American families.
And everyone will be covered.
Well, my thing is like, look, I think a lot of people's
How's that not the pragmatic solution?
a lot of
Rather than
people's
putting Band-Aids all over everywhere.
I tapped.
Go
No, I tapped out.
And that we get back also to who we are in terms of our core values. We are a nation of immigrants. Thank you.
Gaddafi was the head of the... I'm sorry for talking over all this, guys. I'll be more quiet when they come back. But, yeah, Gaddafi was in control of basically what they call the bottle cap of Africa, which was like, here's Africa, and then here's Europe.
Right.
So all the migrant crises and all that shit. I know the alt-right guys won't talk about, how these refugees came about.
Oh, there's plenty of things they won't.
They'll avoid that.
Yeah.
But they'll just complain about the migrants. But what I care about is people's, losing their homes,
Lives, I mean.
their lives, their family members. That's why I say fuck those motherfuckers.
At the end of the day, how come, like,
I should say Tulsi.
a lot of people's idea of what could be possible is somewhat skewed, in my opinion, because like, Medicaid, right? You get Medicaid, and it's like, hey guys, like, if I say Medicare for all, like, we can get the money. Like, do you know the amount of money these fuckers, our government, spend? Yeah. I was talking to my brother the other day. I'm like, if you think about it, add up the amount of money these guys spend on illegal wars. Not only that, right? Right, you look at the military budget, and there's the amount of money that's even put into the smallest thing. I'm like, hey, you, like, like a guy on CNN or MSNBC or CBS or whatever the fuck, Fox News. I'm like, your payroll, I count that.
Yeah.
Because you're being paid to say this shit to further push a war.
Yeah.
Or further push this agenda, right? That's gonna that someone else out there is gonna make a profit off. Yeah.
They're literally playing pharmaceutical ads right now.
Yeah. So do you get my point? So it's literally, I would say, it might be I would say it would be. I'm just guessing here, but I'm saying I put money on it. It's above trillions, above that.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Deja,
where are we gonna get the money?
I'm
It's
gonna
like,
call
come
you
on,
Deja.
guys.
Also, I just want to say a quick disclaimer. I'm sure a lot of guys are looking for MSNBC, and they might be fans of MSNBC, but just give it a shot.
Those governments.
Give us a shot. Correct us if we're wrong. Check it out if we're right. Whatever. Just give it a chance.
Like, we don't have the money. Our government bailed out banks, right? Don't tell me we don't have the money.
Yeah. What was it? $700 billion?
Yeah.
Plus?
Yeah.
And then know what they did with that? They paid their own fines and legal fees. Or not, they paid their own fines that they were given because of the whole housing crisis.
That's beautiful.
They used that to pay their fines off with. Anyways, Deja says Medicare isn't free. Have you been on it? It requires the purchase of supplementals, and the federal government controls all purse strings. Would endanger LGBT and women under the GOP. Well, no, it's not free. It's paid through by taxes. There's several ways to pay for it. If Bernie Sanders wants to tax billionaires, but there's also reallocating sources, as in all the fucking money we spend on the military. Holy shit.
That means like anything. Any little thing that's spent on them. Meaning, well, you know that five star general. How much money is he getting? Even that, I count that.
Yeah. Now, what you're talking about with supplementals for LGBT, that is definitely, I would say, a concern. Because let's say you want to have the surgery to change whatever gender or whatever the fuck. They might throw that in the supplemental fucking range.
Don't hit him.
I'm giving him a breeze to propel him in a different direction.
No, you ain't.
Alright, they're back, but the audio isn't.
Tim Pool's like, eat it.
So I see your concern there. But I always, like, what's the best possible fucking option? Always go there first. And then deal with the creepers as you go by. That's my take.
Well, isn't it like...
I'd call him out. If I was president, I'd call him out by name. Bob Sugar from Oklahoma says this.
Bob Sugar.
Fuck that guy. Next. Maybe America's not ready for something like that, but...
So it's like...
Or maybe they are.
It's
maybe they're dying for something.
It's a little
like
exposing when, we're talking about like medical insurance or just, the well-being of other people, and then we're defending war.
Yeah.
Then we start defending, well, Gaddafi did this. I'm like, yeah, but...
Let me guess. Assad gassed his own people.
Yeah.
In your opinion as well.
Yeah.
Propaganda says Canada has single payer, and it's pretty damn sweet. I broke my hand and got surgery for free.
Oh, shit.
I had a lump on my head. They cut it off, tested it for free. I had an ulcer, and they pushed a camera down my throat, prescribed drugs. It was free. That sounds like the best option.
It does, doesn't it?
Alright, so she's asked about student loan debt in college. I'll try to shut up.
There's no question that we have bright young students who are coming out of school making decisions about their careers based on how they're going to pay off their debt, not based on their passion. I can talk about teachers, for example, here in South Carolina. Over 5,000 teachers left the profession last year in South Carolina. A profession that they love because they simply could not afford to pay the bills with a combination for some of their debt plus the salary. So you're right, we need to hold everybody accountable. I've talked a lot about loans and what we need to do to reform the system around loans, bring them down, and also debt-free college. But to your point, we also need to have a relationship between the United States government and our educational institutions to prepare students for the jobs of the 21st century. So over the next 15 years, up to 40% of the jobs that currently exist will no longer exist in this country. You look at the Bureau of Labor Statistics came out with a list of the 10 jobs that are going to see the greatest amount of growth over the next 10 years, 20 jobs that will see the greatest amount of growth over the next 10 years in our country. And they're jobs that relate to renewable energy and things of that nature. We have got to have a relationship between the government, between educational institutions, between the private sector, and between organized labor such as the building trade to actually have a better plan for preparing our students for the work that needs to be performed and the work that will need to be performed as we go forward. So there's a lot of work to do there. I agree with you.
Go ahead, Craig. One more. Craig?
Hey, really quickly, Senator, I know you've described
about
yourself
Free State
as
College.
I believe it's a progressive
I'm telling you, the
prosecutor.
military budget is a motherfucker. Pull that shit back, you can get a lot of fucking
The
benefits.
Pentagon lost over misplaced. We don't know where it went. Over $1 trillion. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
And it's not like we're... And it's, when you reallocate the sources, you're not stealing from anyone because it's our money that they're using.
Yeah.
They're using the tax money.
Affects students of color. How would you explain some of those measures, and how would you square that with that label of being a progressive prosecutor?
So I will tell you, as I shared with the audience earlier, my parents met when they were active in the civil rights movement. I am a daughter of that movement. I grew up knowing about the disparities, inequities, and unfairness in the criminal justice system. As I shared earlier, almost every man I know, black man I know, be he a family member or a friend or a colleague, has experienced some level of profiling or unfair stop. I have seen throughout my life, I mean, my cousins, when they were driving their father's
I was in the car with
got pulled
Have you been
over
drinking?
because the car was a nice car.
No.
Suspected
I look
being
like,
drunk
I
and
literally
allowed to
look
be in the car
like
with them
Jesse.
when that happened. So I am
You got jock, no
acutely
shirt,
aware of the
tattoos
inequities in the
everywhere.
criminal justice system. I went to Howard
And a
University. I went
beard.
back
Looks
home
like I
to
cook
law
meth.
school, and
It's
I
like you
made
got, he
very
ran through a
conscious
stoplight. It's
decision
like,
to
you got
become a
jack that.
prosecutor. And
Move
what I
that if you're
say
gonna
to
do
my
that.
family and friends is, look,
Oh, it's fine.
if we're
That's
going to
it.
reform these systems,
It registers.
we should also be on the inside
I wasn't
where
specific,
the
so fuck
decisions
it.
are being made. And
No, I'm
that's
saying
why I
so they
chose
can
to
hear
do the
that.
work I did. And I'm proud
Oh,
of
here.
the work that I did. Bringing the first
Don't do that.
reentry initiative, one of the first
too
in
loud.
the nation, focused on
hear it?
I'm saying if you're gonna
drug
dodge
sales
school.
offenders and giving them jobs and counseling. And Craig,
And you
when
don't
I
want it
created
on the
this, I was elected DA back in 2003. When I created this initiative,
help me
people
out.
would say to me, why are
Good
you
night.
getting jobs for people who have committed
Trying
a
to set me
crime?
up
I
before.
need a job. People would say to me, why are you letting people out of jail? You should be putting people in jail. But
You
the
did, didn't you?
initiatives that I created
I don't
ended
know.
up being designated by the United States Department of Justice as a model of innovation for law enforcement. I created initiatives that were about
thought it said
saying
something
that
else.
we need to focus on the issue of children who are missing 50, 60, up to 80 days of the school year, because I did an analysis of who our homicide victims were who were under the age of 25, and realized that the society and the system's only response was to prosecute those cases or lock people up instead of asking what's going on. I asked, and I learned that of the homicide victims who were under the age of 25, 94% were high school dropouts. When I went over to the school district, I learned that up to 40% of the chronically and habitually truant students were elementary school students, missing up to 80 days of 180-day school year. So I started an initiative saying,
So you thought it was kids not being in school, that's why they're joining gangs and blah, 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 blah.
Get those kids
That's
to
interesting.
school every day, and we improved attendance by over 30%, which is why when I was
I thought it was the war on drugs
California,
contributing
I
quite a
created one of
bit.
the first in the nation.
Didn't she send a mom to prison?
Children's Justice.
Cool, right?
By accident. The freak.
No idea what that was.
Of the public services that they should receive in order to be able to live a productive life.
Craig, I know you have 1,000...
We're on drugs, CIA bringing drugs into the country.
When Kamala Harris comes to the Today Show...
Sounds conspiracy theory, sounds make-believe, but
When she comes to your hour on
there's a
MSNBC,
documented history.
she'll be there, I'm sure. Craig.
And I look forward to continuing our conversation, Craig.
Hey, also, Lawrence, quick correction there. I see so many familiar faces. You described me as a distinguished graduate. I can tell you, I graduated magna cum laude from Washington.
I bet Kramer is a Jack Russell.
Nope.
Or a Corgi.
Nope.
We're going to take a break here, and when we come back, we're going to get more from you South Carolina voters, more questions for presidential candidate Senator Kamala Harris.
All right,
Uh-oh.
so yeah, saying kids that don't go to school, using that as like a, if you're gonna legislate something,
This is my
whatever,
excuse.
it seems like a band-aid. As in, if they're in school, they're not out in the streets. But maybe take away the incentive of doing that, because I'm sure they make a lot of money. These drug dealers, more than they've ever seen in their whole lives.
Yeah.
Within a week
Yeah.
dealing coke or crack or
I mean,
something.
the stories about like Rick Ross.
Yeah.
It's like we had to get houses to put the money in. It's like, fuck. So imagine those kids get even that, or whoever gets that much of that. It's like, that's a lot of money, man. And then you imagine how much those other fuckers, like, you know, the people that pumping in the drugs are making.
Yeah.
Hey, Ricky, where are you getting those from?
Seems like the war on drugs like has a huge role in immigration as well, as far as these cartels and shit. There, where it's like, it's not safe to live here. You gotta get out of here. I'm sure that plays a role.
Like, mommy, can we move, honey?
Operation Fast and Furious.
Some bombs.
That dude that was on Rogan. Yeah, they had these special guns with these like shit we've never seen before. Oh, yep, that's probably American made.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. We're gonna put tracking devices on guns. Like, in my mind, that sounds like a practical thing.
Mhm.
Like, we'll just put, you know, GPS signals inside the guns, and then these ammos, they shoot blanks. Then we catch them, and then, well, you can't sell them that shit.
No, you can't.
They'll test it right there.
Yeah.
But, you know, just track them with it. It's like, it didn't work. I guess they have a whole new batch of brand new weaponry to use. It's like, come on, man. It seems like someone does that on purpose. There's no way someone just fucks up that way.
They probably do, to be honest.
We put signals in there, and then, the signal doesn't work. Because I got a
Oops.
fresh batch of guns.
Listen, we put a signal in 100 military.
Made money off it. They paid us for it.
We put a GPS in 100 military weapons. 100 military. 100 vehicles for the military. Oh, we forgot them. Then you see like ISIS with like fucking U.S. grade like vehicles and shit with weapons on top. Oh, sorry.
How about we decriminalize? How about that? Just take all the money, like the ex like special ops guy in the Mexican police or army or whatever, talking about the drugs and all that shit and the cartels, saying like, yeah, once weed started becoming legal and all that, they just moved on to the next thing. Like, okay, heroin. Like, oh, we have this thing called fentanyl. Like, we need to get rid of that somehow. Let's use it. So they're almost like creepy CEOs where they'll take any wiggle room, they'll go after that.
It's a scary world. You know what that means? Eat bugs.
Eat bugs.
You'll be eating your words one day, you little piece of shit. Fuck him, fake. God.
And we're back.
Senator Kamala Harris, let's go to more voter questions. We have one here.
Hi, Ms. Harris. My name is Edgar Brown, and I'm a very proud member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 379 here in South Carolina. We had a previous governor that used to love to get on TV and say, when she said union busting, another company would call and want to come to the state. And I felt that that was very detrimental to all citizens of the South Carolina.
Yeah.
You know, and what I'd like to know is, how do you feel about unions? And as president, what would you do to help us change that image?
I am thankful to our unions, and I am thankful to you. There is no question at all
Get the fuck
that
out of
organized
here.
labor and our unions are the reason that all of us,
It was like
regardless
Walmart or
of whether
something.
you are a
Welcome to
member of a
Walmart.
union
I
or
love
not,
you.
it is the
Welcome to
reason all of
Walmart.
us
I love
have
you.
a 5-day workday. It is the reason all of us have an 8-hour work week, have an 8-hour work day. It is the reason we have sick leave. It is the reason that we have issues about what we do to preserve workplace safety. These are all the benefits that all of us have derived, whether or not we are a member of a labor union, because of our unions. And it is our unions that built
Even
the
he
middle
knows.
class of America, and they are under full attack in so many states. And I will fight every day to preserve folks' right to organize, to collective bargaining, to strike, and to do whatever is necessary to make
strike.
sure
No,
that
my
working
bad.
men and women of our country have a voice
A
and a
strike.
voice that is strong. Because it's a really simple point. We should not support any system that requires an individual worker to have to bargain against an entire employer for their wages and benefits and workplace safety. It's a simple point that let's let the collective exist to support and represent any individual. And I feel very strongly about that as President of the United States, so I will always support the right to organize, to collective bargaining, to strike. I will also run a Department of Labor that actually respects the dignity of labor.
Do you have any corporate funding of companies that will trample all over workers' rights?
And as far as
I don't
I'm
know.
concerned,
I'd love to find
every
out.
working man and woman in America owes a debt of gratitude to the work of organizing.
Will Lawrence
labor and
O'Donnell
history
ask
of
her
that
that
work in our
question?
country.
Whatever his name is.
There's another union member I'd like to speak to tonight. Rick Marsh is actually a Michigan voter. He's on the front page of the New York Times today in a major piece. He's an Ohio voter. He worked 25 years in the Lordstown, Ohio GM plant, which just closed down. 3 generations of his family working in that Ohio plant. He has one issue, he's saying to the New York Times going into this election, and that is he wants someone who can save that GM plant and get that GM plant reopened.
Yeah.
And he
NAFTA?
said, this is his quote today, "I really don't care if it's a Democrat, Republican, male, female, black, white, I don't care. You are 3 of those things." So Rick Marsh is listening.
Yeah. So, Mr. Marsh, I first of all want to thank you for having the courage to tell your story and to share with us your family and the circumstances, including your daughter and all that she needs and that you have fought for her. Listen, he's right. He is right. And the reality is that under the current administration, we have a president who has been playing games with workers. On the issue of trade, we have a president of the United States who has been playing games. He made promises to workers in America. Those promises he did not keep, and instead he has been conducting trade policy by tweet, which has resulted in farmers having to have bins full of soybeans sitting around rotting because they could not sell them to China, where they had cultivated a market over decades. As a result of trade by tweet, we have families who are paying more for washing machines and shampoo and clothing. As a result of the so-called trade policies of this administration and this president, over 700,000 workers, auto workers, are likely to lose their jobs, like Mr. Marsh's story, because of this policy.
The MSNBC audience what's going on here, because we are now 2 minutes into overtime, into Brian Williams' 11th hour. Brian Williams is working tonight. He is going to come on. We're going to extend into overtime just a couple more minutes to get in these final questions here in South Carolina. People out there waiting for Brian, you're going to get them. We're going to go right to the next question right here.
But here's what I want to say, just to finish, Lawrence. And as a result of what we have seen in terms of this administration's trade policy, which has hurt workers, what we have instead is what we should all recognize is the Trump trade tax. We are all paying a price for the policies which have resulted in the Trump trade tax. We are paying more for washing machines and shampoos. We are paying more in terms of our farmers having to eat the cost of having soybeans that they have been growing rotting in bins. We are paying more in terms of auto workers losing their jobs. It has not been smart and has not been in the best interest of the productivity and the workers of our country.
All right, we're going to get one more right here. Go ahead.
Hi, Senator Harris.
Foreign policy.
I turn 18 tomorrow, so the first time that I vote will be in the South Carolina primary. Thank you.
Happy birthday, the people in Yemen, right?
To my friends and my generation who just don't think that it's important to vote and are kind of tired of this political process.
Well, I'm so glad you're here, Charlotte, and happy birthday. And
They're tired of establishment candidates.
Yeah.
Listen,
How do you think Trump fucking won?
our our democracy is at its strongest
It was all old
and
guys.
most powerful when everyone participates. And the reality of it is this. You know, I think of us as being a nation that was founded on noble ideals, right? And part of the strength of who we are as a nation is by our very nature, we are aspirational. We are an aspirational people. We were founded on noble ideals, the ideals that were present when we wrote the Constitution of the United States and all of its amendments and the Bill of Rights and Declaration of Independence. We said you are equal and should be treated that way. And this is a moment in time where we must fight for those ideals. And it's a fight born out of aspiration. We know we've not yet quite reached those ideals, but the strength of who we are is we always fight to get there. And this fight will not be meaningful or robust unless everyone participates. And that includes you and all your friends and all of the people in our country, because we are all in this together. And the thing that I think we know right now is this. This is a moment in time for us to look in a mirror and ask a question. That question being, who are we? Part of the answer to that question is we are better than this. And let's know this is a fight then that is born out of optimism. And this is especially for you and your friends and those who are 18 and thinking about voting and should they be involved. Listen, this is a fight that's also born out of knowing what can be, unburdened by what has been. And I can't think of a group of...
What have we done? What have we done?
Bombed a lot of people. I was gonna say, hey, you and your friends, that girl right there. If you were in Yemen, she wouldn't be saying this to you right now.
Yeah. Foreign policy.
My name's Judy Sig.
Foreign policy.
My question is, in a field of
Mom's not
2
gonna ask.
dozen Democratic hopefuls, number one, why are you the one who can beat Donald Trump? And number two, when you are the nominee, would you consider asking Rachel Maddow to be your running mate?
No. No.
That was a get an applause question.
Ryan is really waiting for me to pass.
So I will tell you, and I'll try to make it short. And I'll answer the first question, which is...
Nothing about foreign policy.
I believe that we are going to want on that stage in the general election someone who has a proven ability to know how to fight and win fights.
For
what?
I've had that experience.
For what?
I've taken on everything from big oil to pharmaceutical companies.
Mnuchin, still walking around, nice and free, no problems. Hey, you got a cabinet job.
I know how to fight people who like to smoke weed. I'm prison you for a long time. I know.
Someone who can do more than just give a beautiful speech. The second part is we're going to want on that stage someone who has a proven ability to know how to successfully prosecute the case against the policies of this administration. I know how to do that.
Except his foreign policy. We'll expand that.
And that will have to be tonight's last word from our town hall.
Trash.
What'd you say?
Trash.
Trash?
Yeah. We're in a problem where
that sucked.
I think we're in a problem with these types of audiences that are going out to see Kamala Harris. They don't know the...
No, they don't.
They
They're
don't know the
ignorant.
right question to ask. Bernie got fucking grilled on his CNN shit.
Looks like he handled it okay.
Yeah, because it's light work. We could have went up there and did that.
I would have.
They didn't even ask him.
I would have.
Yeah.
Well, they would ask me for specifics, then I might have a little bit. I might have a little problem. Yeah.
Propaganda. When they go high, we do blow. They would have to cut Tulsi short. Sorry, time's up. Got to keep on schedule. Eric Wood. Will Kamala show live abortions on the campaign trail to further the Democrat cause? I don't know. I think a lot of what people like Kamala Harris do is lip service.
Yeah.
As opposed to actual policy. But I get it. I mean, I hate doing the psychological evaluations and political evaluations, but I'm guessing you're a Trump guy or you're a Republican guy who's, full-on anti-abortion. I am not in favor of abortion, but I am in favor of pro-choice. Real choice. Because it's now that you're taking away the chance to make a moral decision when you take away choice as well. So that's my stance.
Where is he? Meh.
Propaganda. They really wanted that last question out. The questions are all plants. Someone can make the case for that.
Here's the thing, right? I'm pro-life, but I'm pro-war. It's like, what?
Yeah.
So...
yeah, both parties agree on war.
It's funny, right? And he's not here. He's not here.
Not yet.
God damn it.
Maybe it'll be released at some point tonight. Alright.
Well.
Propaganda says, James, you old meat tackle. What
What?
was for dinner? Alright, my evaluation of Kamala Harris. No, not for me. I think you can get her policy, the things that people would like about her, you can get better versions from other candidates. Plus, someone that'll talk about foreign policy. Like as an actual issue. Like, migrant crisis? Well, let's look at what just happened with Venezuela. Out in the open coup.
Yeah.
Our government announcing they're gonna help stage a coup.
Literally, it's a red
Venezuela.
fucking flag when we say we don't recognize Maduro as the president of Venezuela. It's like, what? We recognize you.
Yeah.
We're gonna swear him in some lunchroom somewhere.
You have the opposition's wife in the White House with you talking about how her husband's gonna take over the country, and it failed.
Good. And then he backed away.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what John Bolton's doing.
Then he blamed Bolton for it.
I said John this time.
Yemen.
Nope.
Vetoed that. One of Bernie Sanders' bill. Stop funding fucking Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Starving people.
Yeah, fuck it, right?
Starving people, killing people. Oh, Obama funded them too. What did we just see on Jimmy Dore? What was it, $115 billion to Saudi Arabia?
Answer some of those, son. How do I turn this off? Oh, I just close it.
Yes. Ruben Garcia says, I came back. Propaganda. Just the first couple seconds. Oh, the YouTube?
No.
I'll play it at the end. As long as I don't get copyrighted. Mackenzie Grant. Who are you leaning towards thus far? I think Tulsi Gabbard's the best candidate, and Bernie is right next to her.
Yeah.
And Mike Gravel's probably better than all of them, but he's not really in there.
He's not gonna be there.
But yeah, Tulsi has the best policy.
That dude need to save a baby in traffic.
Tulsi has the best policy, period.
Yeah.
Not saying if I could, I'd say I'll do it. Because I'll do better than she does.
They'll get shot.
Yeah.
So, well, just patience.
Ruben Garcia, who's worse, Kamala Harris or Pete's cigarette butt?
Jeez.
I usually just say no to those.
Well, I just say, oh, they're both bad. I don't really rank them.
I don't want to give undue credit to someone.
No, me either. So it's like kind of for me.
Either because of
it's
this, and then-
just in my own way of speaking. It's like, oh fuck both of them.
I'll go by worse.
Got me.
Pete Buttigieg is probably worse.
Well, he's incredibly vague.
Missing out on policy. What does he want? A national service thing?
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
What is it? Ages 18 to 20 something?
No.
26 or
no,
something
fuck
like that?
you. I'm not doing it. I'll go to jail.
He was in support of the coup in Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
He's into I think he wants to keep troops in Syria.
Mm-hmm.
He probably believes Assad is this evil dictator guy.
Mm-hmm.
Probably wants to, help Israel overthrow that fucking country.
Mm-hmm.
Might keep supporting Saudi Arabia. Just won't say it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Go to a meeting and stand above some glowing ball like Trump did. What was it?
That was
like
fucking.
glowing
This.
thing.
They're like this. Like, yo, dude, that's not making you look good.
Yeah, I know.
Right after you made an arms deal. Right after that, really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Mackenzie Grant says, I don't recognize Trump as president of the U.S. He's trash. I mean, he's the same old shit.
Well, to me, he's a murderer, and that's all I need.
Yeah. So.
Like, oh, you kill people and you lie. Goodbye.
I recognize these guys as that title, but I don't recognize them as leaders.
No.
People are turning against Trump. People turned against Obama. People turned against Bush. People turned against Clinton. People turned against Bush Sr., Reagan.
So you can keep going. Keep going.
Now, the more modern you get, the more it's recognizable that they're turning on these guys.
In fact, Jordan.
That's how Trump won, was being he's the anti-establishment guy. People are now basically downloading that idea of, okay, if you talk shit like this, it doesn't mean he's against the establishment. And the next guy's up, which I think would be Bernie Sanders. That's who I think's going to win.
Don't forget Mr. Jimmy Carter, Gerald Ford, Richard Nixon, Lyndon B. Johnson especially.
I think they're going to try to screw Bernie over, but he's going to win by a fucking...
And Roosevelt.
He'll win by like a hair thread. But if it's Bernie versus Trump, Bernie will wash Trump. Yeah.
I'm very curious as far as, how this will play out. Because they will fucking cheat someone. Straight up. They will. They'll do it.
Eric Wood. Immigrants and Pocahontas should not pay for reparations. No one should pay reparations.
No. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It should be simple. We should be aiming towards people working as little as possible and making the most out of it.
Sure, yeah.
Things like healthcare, food, water, things like that should be, to some degree, provided for.
It should be provided for.
I'm thinking in the world we have now. Meaning,
it can happen.
Meaning if you're working a job and you have a livable wage, you'll be able to feed yourself and house yourself. Healthcare should just be taken care of because they play too many fucking games, these insurance companies and these pharmaceutical companies.
Well, actually,
They play too many fucking games.
The whole food and water thing, then the whole healthcare thing actually ties into that. So.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, are there drugs in our water?
I was just about to say that.
Huh, guy? Huh? Oh, so you gotta take care of that too. Okay, cool. And they could if they wanted to, dude. They fucking could. They fucking won't.
Propaganda. I'm telling you, Elizabeth Warren is wiki woe. It's funny shit. I'll play it at the fucking end. Jesus.
It's about what I want.
Vote Blue 2020 says, who the fuck are these assholes? We're the assholes that are not going to vote blue no matter what and ensure our own enslavement to a system that doesn't give a fuck about us.
Or red.
Go vote blue. We don't ban people. We just shit on you and hope you leave.
I don't hope they leave. I hope they stay.
Well, you know what I mean. If you have nothing...
I know what you mean, but they don't.
If you don't have an argument, then it's like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, actually, yeah. Please keep commenting. I don't mind.
It's a fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
It's not an argument, friend.
Oh yeah, well, guess what? That's what's it called? An ad hominem.
Yeah, we're not politically correct leftists here.
Even though someone just fucking has to believe that we are.
Yeah, I know.
You guys are lefties. Like, I ain't a god. What? Fuck out of here.
I'll tell you, most people look at us and see what they want to see.
Yeah.
They create some sort of ideology, place it upon us, and say we're the enemy.
This means you're wrong.
You Trump voters. No, fuck Trump. Oh,
And then-
but you're a leftist.
Think
No.
of it like a big mess on the floor, and after you clean it all up, then there's like tears on the ground. Oh, I can see you. It's like, well, fuck you then. You're a piece of shit.
Eric Wood, Obama is on the hook for 50% reparations. I don't know what that means exactly.
Me either, but again, for what we said previously with reparations, it's ridiculous. It's silly.
Not for reparations.
No.
I'm here for equality for everyone. Everyone to be baseline taken care of. And
Oh,
then
hey guys,
go
guess
from
what?
there.
You guys are gonna pay for what these people who are dead did back then. Oh, that's stupid. Yep.
If you want reparations, then you must accept the genetics and behavior ideology. You must accept that, to say that someone's genetics from their past is contributing to how they are now, which means they have to pay reparations.
It's ridiculous. It's silly, stupid. No.
And if you're into the idea of race and genetics, and that's your fucking thing, like an quote-unquote alt-right person, then you must be for reparations, because you're saying the genealogy has caused harm to this genealogy, thus you should fucking pay him. So
See how it's a sad loophole?
Yeah.
It's just...
It's sad for them.
What do you call it? A clusterfuck? Yeah, that's appropriate. Yeah.
Ruben Garcia. I saw some Trump trolls say that Bernie Sanders is unqualified to be president because he still accepts that Nicolas Maduro is the legitimate, true president of Venezuela. Well, if by legitimate he means he was democratically voted in, then yeah, that would make him the legitimate president of Venezuela.
Hey, were you elected? Okay, cool. That's that.
Yeah. Seems pretty simple to me.
Oh, fuck, man.
Propaganda. QAnon, boys. It's all in his hands. The world is just...
Yeah, that dude's...
He's going to reshape the world for the good guys.
Oh. Stay tuned for something special.
Yes.
About that.
If you're a QAnon fan, stick around.
We have a hidden episode from QAnon. He's not releasing yet.
Fuck. Did I get lost? There we go. Mackenzie Grant. I really don't think Trump will go gracefully if he loses, especially if it's by a small margin. Just saying. He's going to try to save face somehow.
Oh, sure.
He's going to be like, they cheated somehow. They brought in these illegals and got them to vote. That's how I lost. But somewhere, I think, like, he doesn't want to be president anymore. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It seems like he's tapping out right now. Like, dude.
I expect him to be an asshole about it.
If he's debating Yang, it's like, well, you know what? I don't trust Yang. If he's debating anybody like Gravel would tear his ass. Pause. Yeah. What's his name? What? No, my bad. Fuck Bernie. Fucking Tulsi. It's like you got no chance.
He has nothing to say.
The only thing the only chance he does have is fucking Biden. That guy can't talk about foreign policy.
Even the other candidates. Elizabeth Warren, I think he wrecks her. Kamala has a better chance against Trump than Elizabeth Warren, in my opinion.
I didn't say Warren.
Mayor Pete has a better chance against Trump than
Oh
Warren.
yeah, what are you gonna call him? Like, you're... What are you gonna do?
Vote Blue, again, says these guys are fucking idiots.
How?
It provides us no reason why.
Tell us how. Tell us how.
Yeah, do that.
You could also call in if you want.
Yeah. Ruben Garcia says, I saw some SJW self-described socialists admit that reparations is just another establishment psyop, but still demand that Bernie give out a reparations plan. I think Bernie's against reparations. I think he wants to, like... Okay.
It might be.
Someone asked him. I think he was... It's like, listen, we'd fix these things here. Like, let's focus on this stuff.
I don't know.
I think he's against reparations. Propaganda. Vote Blue will change his name eventually.
Who knows?
Ruben Garcia, talking to Mackenzie Grant. Trump says that he likes the idea of becoming a dictator. He is a dick.
He's a murderer.
No, I won't. Says Vote Blue. Propaganda. I'm a leftist. That's a good question. Vote Blue. Will you vote for Biden?
No.
Oh, you're a troll. Said Biden Harris.
Oh, you're a dumbass. Okay, never mind. Goodbye. You're not here to be taken seriously.
Propaganda. I would vote for Warren over Trump, but that's as establishment as I can get, and even that is sickening to think about.
Oh, wait, what happened?
Propaganda. Mm-hmm. I would vote for Warren over Trump, but that's as establishment as I can get, and even that is sickening to think about.
Okay, good. You feel sick when you think about that shit, right? But you could do this. Okay, it's either the right person or it's no one at all.
No one at all.
If everybody.
No one at all.
No, it's nothing at all.
No one at all. I know.
If everyone does that, watch what happens. We're gonna redo it again. We'll keep doing it if we have to. Right? Oh, Biden, we're gonna make sure you're not gonna get in. Trump, no, you're a murderer, you're a war criminal. You keep going.
I expect problems in the streets if Biden is the nominee over Sanders.
Right? When people are like, "Oh my God, we have to vote for Hillary because of Trump," or vice versa. Hey guys, there's a party over here you can vote for, or you could just say, "Fuck these two. We're not voting for these two."
And let it be known. These guys
it's unreal.
These guys in the YouTube sphere that said, "Fuck both of these candidates." Those guys are the ones whose channels are like, doot, doot, doot. Those guys are growing. Their audience is growing. And the younger generation is thinking the way they're thinking. Like, why'd you compromise?
We started a year too late, Jordan.
Yeah, we need to...
We're closing in on 300.
We needed to whore ourselves out for...
We'll be in
for the 2016 election.
It's like we'll be in Jeter territory very soon. Right now we're in I would say Pujols territory, but if he plays another 5 years, then we will be.
Propaganda says QAnon is me. My name is Quinn. You shouldn't be saying such things out loud.
An Irish name.
The Cabal will find you.
No. The Cabal will find you and make sure that everybody knows that your name. You'll be exploited to the fullest extent of the Cabal's wishes. Well, let me tell you the plan.
Propaganda. I'm voting communist this upcoming election. Canadian parties are crazy. They all support war, but the commies.
There's nothing wrong with communists.
Propaganda also says, boys, I think Vote Blue is a troll. They probably were looking for the town hall.
Even if they are, they're not. I'll still treat them the same as anybody else.
I'm not reading that. Ruben Garcia, Trump has Mossad and Cambridge Analytica on his side. I don't believe the narrative that Trump never actually wanted to win the presidency and he only ran to promote himself. Well, I don't know if he ran to promote himself strictly. Part of me thinks he ran with, oh, okay, I guess that would be promoting himself. Run, but not really think he has a chance to win. I'm thinking more like the funding from all these other fucking billionaires came later. Just let it fucking roll.
My ears are bleeding.
Vote Blue says Vote Blue will never change his name. Now we know it's a his. Dun, dun.
The process of elimination is now underway.
Have you not heard? QAnon is in our chat. You're gonna get found out.
Oh, fuck them both. Like, here's the shit. Like,
we have control of the innocent.
He said he'll what?
Never change his name.
Oh. Either way, it sounds like you're a silly person. Moving on.
I just want to add, that is an interesting point, Ruben. I don't know. Talking about Mossad backed, Cambridge Analytica backed.
Oh.
The narrative about him not really wanting to win, he thinks that's BS. And I'm like, maybe. I don't know. Chris Armada says, almost disappeared. Chris Armada says he didn't explicitly say he's against reparations, but essentially replied that with what does that even mean? He then followed up saying economic equality would help with racial injustices of the past. Yeah, like
I remember this now.
But once again, like in political talk, he can't just be like, "Fuck no," right? He's gonna be like, consider the ideal, think about it. But what we could really do is blah 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 blah.
That's why I don't like him, dude. Just be fucking honest.
They're all like that.
I don't give a fuck.
That's why I'm like, vote for Jordan. That's me. Vote
Not
for
yet.
me.
Don't do it. Not yet. I'm not kidding.
I don't. I'm not gonna kill myself.
That ain't gonna save you.
I love life. I do not.
That ain't gonna save you, buddy.
Sorry,
You'll be in court in 3 days with a bunch of kiddie porn on your 5 laptops. Jordan, we're gonna take this guy out.
Eric Wood, I demand universal health care and free college. Now make me a sandwich and rub my feet. We all know it's not really free, but you know that fucking military budget. I bring it up again.
Oh, now listen.
What else are we wasting money?
Take the official.
Isn't there a space war program or something? The freak.
Space Force.
Whatever.
Ready? The military budget. Everybody's payroll under them. Okay, everybody. Anything and anything they get funded with, right?
Yeah.
Down to their fucking boots that they wear. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean anything, literally anything you could fucking think of. The Pentagon admitted, I believe, correct? Oh, we misplaced 2.3 trillion, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, now add up all that money. Also look up, imagine if you could calculate all the money that's been used on these illegal wars or regime change.
Yeah, we literally have.
Or intelligence agencies committing, getting involved in these specific events. It's some number I don't even know.
Well,
quadrillion, is that a I'm not really, is that a thing?
I guess, I don't know.
So we can't afford, like $1,000 a month. Like you could probably get more than that.
Well,
fuck out of here.
Well, we legitimately built a small city within Iraq as like a green zone.
Yeah.
It's like we built a city there.
Funny, right?
It's like fuck. What do we give Israel? Like $38 billion. Didn't Trump give them $38 billion?
That's insane.
And don't they have universal health care?
I don't know.
I think
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I could be wrong about that one.
But the point is, like, why are we supporting them?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Propaganda says vote blue is Muay Thai. Wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe.
But yeah, we have enough money to get the single payer.
we probably
and the free college.
We probably have more than
free state college. Why not?
We probably have. I'm saying we probably have more money than people really fucking even can fathom.
Yeah. Ruben Garcia, Green Party and Workers' Party have no ballot access in my state.
Yeah,
and they're not. And
creepy.
They'll never make it to the debate stage unless a big name from the establishment moves to like a Green Party or a Libertarian Party,
or it's just some sort of event that it's impossible to keep somebody from the Green Party to be like propelled into fame.
If Bernie says, "Okay, I'm gonna run,"
that's rare.
I'm gonna run independent.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get enough to be on the debate stage, and he'd probably win. Frosty buckets, how dare you? What? For what?
The bucket.
Oh.
I'm done with it anyway.
For you, Frosty? A bucket.
See, it's Frost. See, Frost.
Frosty, a.k.a. propaganda. Has to be. Because Frosty says, let's laugh at Warren and WikiWall.
Oh.
Hashtag Unity for Jay says, yeah, let's watch the Warren video.
Did Did you create another account to fucking do this shit?
Ruben Garcia. Trump literally announced that he wanted to run for a second term in 2020, the very day he was sworn in. Yeah. But I'm wondering if he has handlers and say, you're going to do this.
I would not doubt it.
You're going to fulfill our prophecy.
No, Brian Williams. Everyone's going to remember
I'll
you for
play
being
the
a
video
fucker.
at the end, propaganda. My goodness. Which should be soon.
My name is Brian Williams. And if the right people succeed, I'll be remembered as an asshole. That's your legacy, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, that must suck.
Vote Blue says,
Fuck.
I'm also a veteran, and listening to you idiots is pathetic. I'm out. Well, you didn't make any type of argument.
All right, tap out and leave. Run away.
Yeah, go run.
We don't need you here.
Go vote for Biden. Propaganda. Canada boosted its military budget $60 billion over 10 years. That's such a waste. Yeah. What do we have here? The National Defense Authorization Act that Obama had, and it expanded the military budget for Trump to come in. It's like, come on. I think Elizabeth Warren voted for that.
Yeah.
If I'm correct. Because Obama was in office, and he's good, so you vote for it.
Oh, she fucking defended him. Like, you know, he's a criminal, right? You know, a lot of them are criminals. You're going to defend them just because they're the same political party? Are you kidding me?
Ruben Garcia. I met in the district I live in. The Green Party and Workers' Party have no ballot access. I don't know if in the entire state, but if so, then I live in one of the two states where Green Party has no access. Yeah.
We gotta find a way to show this chat on the screen.
They can see it.
No, I mean, so everybody can see it.
They can see it.
Like, if someone's on their phone.
You can see it on your phone.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure?
But, no, we'd have to use
Doesn't work on this.
Streamlabs for that shit. It should be.
Didn't work on my iPhone. It didn't work.
Show me. Show me the proof.
I'll show you.
Propaganda. Vote Blue 2020. Vote hashtag Tulsi 2020. Propaganda. Boys, I fucked up. Did you send the wrong link? Oh, that's your phone then.
Yeah.
My shit will work.
Where would it be? Right here?
Yeah, it'd be like, click.
Well, you're signed in on your phone, right?
No.
Oh. That happened with my iPhone and this one.
I always send you stuff I haven't watched. Fuck. Cancel that. God damn it.
Wrapping it up?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just find this video.
Dude, I swear, I think my mom had this laptop.
Sorry.
This is like very...
It's pretty old. For sure.
2006, 7.
Probably around there.
I'm getting flashbacks, man. I spelled Pepsi on this.
Closing that shit.
Alright. That's enough.
I left the chat by accident, so I gotta... Oh, no. Come on, fucker. What the freak? Whatever. I don't know what that is, but Propaganda put the link down again because I'm lost. Propaganda. I always send you stuff I haven't watched. LOL. I got the real link now, though. Yeah, you fucking trolling motherfucker. Eric Wood, 67% of federal budget for entitlements and 15% for military. Can you add? Let's find out. Let's find out if I can add.
Wait, what? What was that?
67% for entitlement, 15% for the military. And Alright, so it says 15% of the budget, or $611 billion, paid for defense and security-related international activities. Cool. Knock down that $611 billion. Cool. I'm cool with that.
Do we add now?
Yeah.
Boy, that was easy.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Knock down that $611 billion.
And some, possibly. Who knows?
And can you play the video because you won't get copyrighted? Alright, I got your link.
Jesus Christ, calm the fuck down.
Ruben Garcia, did I do something? No.
No.
I don't know why those guys are shut out of, fuck, what did I do? I don't know why those guys are shut out of your fucking state or your district.
Oh, he's back.
Why won't this friggin' work, man? If I let go, it's gonna change the page.
Here, don't worry. Here, let's do this.
I'm about to just use my phone.
Oh, hold on. Let's turn this bad boy on.
That's gonna take too long.
Ooh, somebody's salty.
What? I got it, propaganda. Just gotta turn this phone down.
Yeah, this shit's gonna take too long. You gonna read that or no?
Vicky really thinks she's black? Is that the link? You're fucking trolling, you asshole. Vote Blue is back. If you idiots had served, you wouldn't think the way you do. My sister, one of my brothers served, and my father was in the Korean War. Had it not been for people like us, you lazy bastards wouldn't be here.
You're wrong, and
that's called brainwashing and propaganda. Not propaganda, propaganda.
If anything, you should agree with us, because let's see, the Korean War. Do you know how that happened? Do you think the military cares about you? I guarantee they fucking don't.
Yeah, when they did experiments with nuclear bombs to see if the radiation would, harm people.
Oh yeah, you know.
So when they had you guys out there, while they're in steel-plated protection sealed rooms, they had soldiers out there with fucking binoculars. Can the soldiers withstand the radiation?
We'll find out.
Just throw them out there and see what happens.
But don't tell them. Hey, do you know Pearl Harbor? There's reports that they knew these events previously. But fuck it, right? Fuck it.
And there's Corbett's documentary on World War I.
Oh yeah.
Which directly led to World War II. Yeah. But, don't trust us. Go do the research.
So yeah, if it had not been for the people like us, you lazy bastards wouldn't be here. That's full shit.
Put down a real
full
freaking
shit.
link, you motherfreaker.
I've heard that argument before. If it wasn't for war, if it wasn't for this or that, you guys wouldn't be here. I'm like, is that an argument? Stop it, man. If you have a real argument, bring it to the table.
Yeah.
Alright, I can see that now, yeah. If the military will lie, or maybe I should say the Pentagon.
Yeah.
The Pentagon's going to lie to its own people, That way they can engage in legal warfare, start campaigns, overthrow governments overseas, to make some sort of profit? You think they care about you? So don't fucking bring that. You're gonna get destroyed. Don't fucking bring that silly argument to up here.
Also, you have no idea if we served or not.
How do you know?
That's a weird statement.
And
Or
it
have
would-
family members who've served.
No.
Or,
I have family members that served, yeah.
Or listen to journalists who have served.
Yeah. So what does it matter if I did or didn't? Why would that matter? Why would I be saying otherwise? Why would I be saying anything else otherwise? Why? You know, there's people that serve and they see atrocities in those wars and they decide, well, this is fucked up, and then they research it, and then they're against what? Veterans against what? Iraq War, Afghanistan, right? Yeah. So don't bring that here, buddy. Don't do it. Yeah, you had to let me know how ignorant you are before you go. Twice, right? Bye-bye. You're more than welcome, though, to call in anytime you want.
What is the silliness of this?
That's a social media girl who
Really?
yeah, it's stupid. Don't click on it. It's stupid.
They had a real video.
No.
You're doing propaganda. Yeah.
Propaganda Tulsi
2020.
Oh. Tulsi 20, yeah.
Yeah, she's a veteran too.
Oh, look at that. Propaganda James served. He served me hard. You're silly. I'm not trolling that little girl versus is Warren. It's funny, trust me. I'm telling you, you will not think you're not gonna think it's funny.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Do you really want to build up the strikes propaganda? You already got one strike for the guys in the demon outfits.
Propaganda.
It jumps when you do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's comments.
That girl's internet famous and saying she is like Warren. She got a DNA test. Watch it. That's old and it's kind of silly. No offense, I just don't want to watch that dumb shit. Eric Wood. More entitlement 2020. More dismembered fetuses.
You act like we're pro-abortion or something.
Look, I'm not pro-abortion, but I'm against taking away somebody's choice. Because now I'm forcing them to do good. Now, is that actual good? No, it's not.
And that moves in I guess most people call it libertarian. It moves into other areas as well. It's just, I'm trying to look at what's in front of me right now.
So Eric Wood, be more specific and tell us what you mean specifically. That's something that we said.
I've watched the Corbett documentary on the origins of Planned Parenthood and Margaret Sanger and eugenics and all of that. So I might even have a better argument against abortion than you do. It's very possible.
Ruben Garcia, the military and intelligence agencies used our own soldiers to test chemical weapons during the Vietnam War. Yeah, I've seen reports that said that.
But even they might have did something with LSD as well on soldiers.
Oh, he's still here. I'll get to that comment later.
Propaganda. Please play it. I'm not trolling. Is that the same video?
If it's the same video, we're going to play it when we're all done. So calm down. Ruben Garcia is talking to somebody else. Propaganda, please. It's funny. I was gonna make a video on it before Trump makes it a meme. At the end. Vote blue. Had the Germans or the Japanese won, none of us would be here. That has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, we would. You ever see that show, The Man in High Castle? It's based on real
Vote
life.
blue 2020. We should have never went to Iraq. Okay.
What are the things that led to Japan and Germany being these big threats?
Mm-hmm.
Like I look at things like when people look at the war on terror,
Mm-hmm.
I look at us funding the Mujahideen in Afghanistan to fight the Russians
in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the pictures of, I think it was Bush Sr. shaking hands with Saddam Hussein. Then a little bit later, now he's the enemy. So it's like maybe we might be building up bad places. Iran, what's his name, Mossadegh, democratically elected president or prime minister of Iran.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Well, we ousted him, And now we have the theocracy of Iran now. If you
Oh,
can't,
and that's official.
Yeah.
They admitted it.
Yeah.
So,
if you can't see how the dumb mistakes back then start playing like a house of cards and falling down and leading to the shitty situations now, it's like, come on, man. And yeah.
I don't like Vicky Woe propaganda. She's a product of ignorance.
Yeah. Oh, and check out Tulsi Gabbard. Vote blue 2020. She's blue, apparently, and she's a veteran.
So again, I don't understand what's the problem here. What's the problem?
It's sort of like telling people who don't vote they can't talk about.
Oh,
the
that's
candidates.
fucking ridiculous too.
That sounds like the logic of it. I might be wrong, but that sounds like the logic you're coming with.
Propaganda. She gets her DNA tested just like Elizabeth Warren. She is white and swears she's black. I don't give a fuck. I don't. I mean, it's silly. I've seen the videos before, but it's like it's not really. I will not go out of my way to watch that. Right? I've shown you some like silly, stupid like videos. Right? This shit's just silly. Up to you if you want to watch it. I don't really give a fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
It's some girl, I think she's acting. It's some girl who's like a social media darling, whatever the fuck, right? And it's like a horrible, horrible street fucking slang accent type of shit she's going with, right? You could tell, like, you faking this? I swear.
Yo, my homies didn't want me to do this.
It's worse than that.
I got the test.
It's worse than that.
Straight Nigerian.
It's worse than that. You know, Spider-Woman? Remember Spider-Woman?
Yeah.
Window?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know the way, like,
I'm thinking of like superheroes.
Nah.
Like what?
I'm not gonna say her name, but the way, like, as far as like the way she talks, see, that's somewhat authentic. This shit is fucking fake. It's as authentic as fucking Al Pacino's fucking Cuban accent. Like, that's a horrible Cuban accent. It's funny, but you know. Propaganda. I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. If I was green, I would die. If I was green, are you referencing something? What do you mean?
Yeah.
I like the color green. It's cool.
Are we still live?
So yeah, once again, back to Alright, hold on. Vote Blue 2020. You guys need to download a couple of Noam Chomsky's discussions. No, I don't.
Been there, seen that.
Make a point though. Tell me.
Manufacturing consent.
Dude, that's nice. It's a wonderful thing, right? Manufacturing consent.
Yeah.
Mm.
I took time and I did look into Chomsky, but there came a point where I was like, I outgrew this. Time to move on.
I probably haven't seen as much of the Chomsky videos as you, but as far as what I've been looking at specifically, like, oh, this is the solution over here. So.
Yeah. I think it comes down to morality, that's
what you need,
rather than strategy.
Yeah.
But Chomsky does touch on morality. I think that's the point of what he does. But you know.
Eric Wood. What's this say?
Avenatti,
Stormy 2020, creepy no more. All right, listen, yo, Eric, if you're just messing around.
All right, that's a political joke.
Oh, is it?
Stormy Daniels and her lawyer.
No, I know the story. I didn't know the first one.
Both, to me, if you ask me, I'm suspicious of you two motherfuckers. If you ask me. But you see how we don't play on teams? Like, I'll criticize whoever I think is worth
propaganda
being critical of.
Yeah. Propaganda. Trump is catch me outside girl and Warren is
Wiki,
whatever the fuck. Propaganda. Noam Chomsky is against the DNC.
Yeah.
Well, I think, look what the DNC did. Are they corrupt?
He's been against establishment his whole career, basically, from what I've heard of him. Debating
propaganda. LOL. What are you talking about? Vote blue, but he might be talking above your pay grade. Tell me. Inform me. Go ahead. Come on. Project. Do it. Tell me. What am I getting wrong? Inform us.
Yeah.
I got time.
Didn't Chomsky say Clinton was a better option than Trump? Instead of saying they both suck ass.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's wonderful, right? We have somebody, right? We have Trump, whose foreign policy is incredibly vague at the time of his when he was running for when he was the Republican nominee, and he's going to election. His foreign policy vague. We don't know what it is. But he keeps playing the card of I'm going to lock her up and I'm anti-establishment and I'm going to drain the swamp and all that stuff, right? Hold on.
Also,
and you have Hillary Clinton.
Hold on. Also showing the air of anti-intervention wars.
Look at that. So in a way, it's like your policy is not specific, but you're saying you're not going to do this.
Yeah.
All right. So cool. There's that. Then there's Hillary Clinton who says no fly zones. That's pretty obvious what that means.
Well, we already had a taste of her foreign policy because
she
had a good portion of the Obama administration to play out her foreign policy,
right?
And we saw the fucking disaster.
So what was it? No fly zones over Syria, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
She was going to split. They're going to chop Syria up
in
pieces.
So let's see. We have somebody who it's pretty fucking obvious what's going to happen. We have a virtually unknown person over here. For me, it's okay. If you're not going to be specific on your foreign policy, then you're fucking gone. Or just your policies in general. You're gone. Get out.
Mm-hmm.
Clinton, it's pretty obvious what you're going to do. Not you. Somebody else. Somebody else needs to be looked at. So what am I getting wrong here? Tell me. Chomsky's an anarchist. I don't know about that. I'm not sure. Propaganda. I have read 10 of Chomsky's books. He does not support the DNC in any way.
I didn't say he supported DNC. I said he would. I said he said Hillary was the safer pick out of the two, I believe.
Vote Blue 2020. That's oh my bad. Here we go. Vote Blue 2020. That's because you don't understand what he's saying. Go back to school. Hey, dude, if you want to have an argument, we're here. If you want to...
How did I misunderstand?
What?
What's the argument that's in the air here?
What is it?
I need to know what the argument in the air is.
Yeah, tell us. Tell us what we got wrong. Tell us.
Yeah. I'm some guy that's probably going to... This comment will probably get you to leave. I don't want you to leave because it's poor, but you're making an argument to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm better than Chomsky. That might get you to run away. That might be like, oh, idiot, I'm out of here. But if Chomsky wants to sit down with me and have an argument about morality and then turn it into foreign policy and then turn it into domestic policy, let's have fun.
Well, at the end of the day, where do politics? What is the origin?
Find something out.
What is the origin of politics? Specifically.
Well, what's the purpose of it? Is it not
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Is it not a quasi way of implementing morality into your society? Isn't that what politics is? You debate for the best ideas and try to push away the bad ideas.
Exactly.
You're trying to find a way to mitigate the bad ideas. What am I getting wrong here? Or am I too dumb to do it? Am I too dumb to not understand?
Like I said, man.
Chomsky's 80 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know how old he is, but Chomsky's 80. He's been around for a while. It means he's smarter. He knows more.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Chomsky, has fans. That doesn't mean shit. I don't care if it's Jesus fucking Christ sitting across from me. If he says something off, I'm calling him out on it.
Exactly. Just because you float down from the motherfucking sky doesn't mean you're right.
I'm like, whoa, that's cool. What else you got?
If Jesus floated down from the fucking sky and he said this, these people over here should die. It's like, oh, you're wrong.
Yeah.
All right. Propaganda.
Thanks for showing me magic's real.
Chomsky states that voting is one of the smallest parts of democracy, and currently it's only symbolic.
I think that must be an old statement because I'm seeing more and more of these young people start caring about the words that are coming out of these politicians' mouths.
All right. You have Beto
and the policy in their website.
Yeah.
And this and that. And they want to hear detailed things because they had Obama. They're listening to the guys that were around during Obama and were like, this guy didn't fulfill this promise. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. And now they're researching these guys. Mm-hmm. And I consider that a change of guard.
No, he's an anarchist. He's one of the most famous anarchists. The most famous contemporary anarchist.
I thought he was an anarcho-capitalist or whatever the
fuck. At the end of the day, someone who, I
don't care about terms.
Well, here specifically, right? Anarchist, right? That means specifically what? No government?
I would guess. I'm sure there's some sort of sophisticated definition of it.
I'm sure.
I'd have to hear what he means by it.
Someone described me as anarchist. I'm like, no. Chris Amada? He said he didn't like Clinton at all, but that she was the lesser of the evils. I'm not arguing his point, just bringing his quote into context.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Propaganda.
But that's saying she's better than him. Is that not the case? So I'm not beefing with you, Chris. I'm just saying.
Propaganda, no offense, Jordan, but your knowledge of Chomsky is extremely limited.
Okay, school me.
Chomsky is anti-war activist when he could have stayed in his league in linguistics. Okay.
Okay.
So?
I'm not calling him a bad guy or anything.
No, me either.
I'm just saying, put him in a room with me. We'll really talk about it.
Well, based off of what I've heard, I haven't heard enough from Chomsky specifically on some topics, Like, what's your solution, dude?
Oh,
look, it's one thing to tell me what's wrong, then there's like the solution that's going to be given, correct?
Or even how to analyze the wrongness. But yeah, like a lot of people respect Glenn Greenwald, but he's full on with the Syrian chemical attack, being Assad, the evil dictator guy that did it. Glenn Greenwald.
Okay, yeah.
So, I'm just saying, these guys are not gods.
Eric Wood, yeah, just look here. Let me make a statement too. As far as like they're not gods, just because people know their name and they have some sort of doctorate and whatever, or they're highly regarded in certain communities or recognized by a certain group of people that might have some sort of what do you call it, high status in a social order. It does not mean shit.
No.
Okay. When someone says, when somebody says this, when somebody walks up to me and says, Jared Taylor knows more than you because he has a degree in philosophy, I'm like, I'll wreck him in philosophy. He went to school. We're talking about philosophy here, and you're telling me you can know more than somebody because you got a piece of paper that says you do? How ass backwards is that? Like, goddamn. So, all right.
Look at the people who get voted in.
Yeah. Eric Wood, open borders. We aren't taxed enough.
Open borders.
And we're bored of having wealth. I think you're just fucking around. So
what did he say?
He's fucking around.
Open borders. We aren't taxed enough, and we're bored of having wealth.
I hope you're being sarcastic.
Name me a candidate who's
other than open borders.
Name me a Democratic candidate who's for open borders.
It was up to me, Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if we had.
But in today's world, it's like, okay, that's what we're gonna get to. We're gonna get to open borders eventually. Propaganda, anarcho I don't know how to say that. Goddamn.
I don't think that's the right word.
Whatever.
Syndicalism. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
Or
Also referred to as revolutionary syndicalism. It's the theory of anarchism that views revolutionary industrial unionism.
Syndicalism.
Okay, syndicalism as a method for workers in a capitalist society to gain control of an economy and thus control influence in a broader society, my bad.
Yeah, but once again, that's looking at... go back up. All right, you're good. It's a method for workers in capitalist society to gain control of an economy and thus control influence in broader society. Gain influence in broader society. Shouldn't it be individual? First of all, heavily individualized sounds like a better idea. And then from there, the ideas that spur from individuals should be the things that are focused on, not groups of people.
Yeah.
Who has the best possible fucking idea? And you always start with the thing that it could be out there, utopianism, but if that's where you start at, as the best possible idea, start there. Then work your way from there. Exactly. I would say. But, it's the best thing. Well, everyone has free healthcare, everyone gets taken care of. Any type of injury or problem, you just go to the doctors, walk in, get your shit taken care of, you walk out.
Yeah.
Start from there. Is that possible?
Yeah. Go Blue 2020. I gotta get to bed, guys. Gotta make the donuts in the morning. I'll get back with you guys later. I don't mind you guys talking shit about me. I kind of enjoy chopping it up with y'all. Peace out. Well, it's not talking shit. I'm just taking what you said or whatever we were saying before. But
well, you call it. Your first comment was "fuck you, idiots" or something like that.
Yeah,
these guys are fucking idiots. So I snapped back. That's it. Just dudes talking shit. No big deal.
Is it a cheap shot when a jab comes your way, you just lean back, answer back with a straight right?
Yeah, it's no big deal.
No?
We like shit talkers here. You are more than welcome on our channel.
I do not mind it.
But next time you're getting fucking banned.
I don't ban anybody.
Better be vote red next time.
Read his book on anarchism and explains his ideology. It's like 100 pages.
So, I mean, let me fucking talk to the guy straight up so I can ask the correct questions. Questions people probably never asked him before. And then we'll go from there.
Chomsky is a good moral man. I don't fucking know that. I don't think. I'm just. If we're being very specific here, because we're talking about morality here.
Well, you have people like.
I don't know that.
You have people like James Corbett, calling him a gatekeeper.
So, that's right.
Consider that as an argument.
I forgot about that.
I'm not saying it's my argument. I'm saying consider that as an argument. Right? Why not? Because it's about ideas, correct? It's not about the individual that we prop up and build statues of.
Right.
Fuck that shit. It's about the ideas. If someone can bring up a counter idea that's better than that, you go with that. I don't care what their name is.
Me either. Like, oh, he has a doctorate.
Yeah.
I don't care. Propaganda. You don't want to be as smart as Cornel West says. You want to be wise, boy.
Exactly. And I've listened to plenty of Cornel West stuff too. I don't read their fucking books. I think the only book I bought and didn't even read it was Howard Zinn.
I don't even have one book regarding
People's
this stuff.
History.
I don't have any. Chomsky.
Just hear what he says. Let me read things.
Chomsky doesn't really claim to have answers. People, my bad. Chris Armada. Oh, I really hope I'm saying that right.
Armada.
Where's the R?
Right there.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
It's a triple M.
Chris Armada. Chomsky doesn't really claim to have answers. People read him because he puts current events into context with U.S. history. I personally disagree with him on voting for Clinton. I voted Green. Even that, voting for Clinton, I would. Just saying, me, a political novice.
Well, he played the quote, and that was the correct quote. That's the quote I remember.
Okay.
That's not advocating for voting for Clinton. That's just saying she's the lesser of two evils. Now,
Fair enough.
If you're Noam Chomsky, probably world-renowned intellectual, and you say that,
oh yeah,
and people are like
there's
I'm gonna vote.
There's an effect to that. So like, I would ask him, hey man, does that mean you should vote for her?
That's what I would ask. That'd be my second.
Like if it maybe I'm saying if he does say something like this, well, if it needs to happen, it's like, no, you're wrong.
Well, first I'd ask him like, how the fuck is that the case? First off, and secondly, like, yeah.
Propaganda, smart people.
Told you it jumps.
Yeah,
right, you got it.
I got it.
All right.
Smart people are speculators, and wise people take care of others. I don't know about that.
Smart people intellectualize. I mean, they just use.
Okay. Yeah.
In my opinion, they would just use the ego and play mental gymnastics to figure out the logical solution. Wise people are feet on the ground, head in the clouds type of people.
Yeah.
They immerse themselves in the experience of it wholeheartedly, all of themselves, not just their ego, but the full sight. Like maybe if I saw a dream, and like if they had a dream, like fuck, this affected me. I'm gonna maybe use this in my life now. Like they're using everything they have. I feel wrong about this. Something about my emotions doesn't feel right about it. They're using everything. They're trying to appeal to a whole person, not just their logical mindset.
Yeah, I wouldn't criticize anybody just because they lack the ability to express that externally as far as describe it to me. Yeah. That shouldn't be stomped on.
Wisdom requires it to be expressed and experienced.
Ruben Garcia, BreadTube, and their moronic SJW college audience are becoming a problem with actual activism. Well, here's the shit. Eventually, they will get, what's the word? What's it called? They'll get weeded out eventually. When the real motherfuckers show up and they're there to advocate against, let's say Trump does something horrible, like really, really fucking horrible. Just outright bomb somebody, and the SJWs are there. Like, the real activists will make sure you guys are out of the way. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you guys don't belong here. Get out.
Yeah.
No offense, but you gotta leave.
Yeah. It's
So,
like, hey guys,
I'm
there's-
not worried about them.
Hey guys, there's no smoke grenades going off. Why do you have your face covered up?
Yeah.
There's no smoke grenades here. What are you doing?
Propaganda left a link. Propaganda, let's watch Bubble Girl instead of Wiki. You do not give up, do you?
another one?
Ruben Garcia, I'm referring to what we were talking earlier. They're arguing that candidates should be for reparations. Okay.
Yeah. And I had a minor beef with Nico House about that on Twitter.
Mm.
Naturally, he tapped out and didn't respond.
Ooh.
But
Yeah, I saw him.
Officer Bubbles.
I saw him talking about the Kamala Harris thing. He kind of went with the whole identity politics route.
Yeah, he does.
So it's like,
listen, y'all, I'm black. I'm from the hood. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, I get it, but if you start bringing up race when we're trying to talk about good ideas, I'm gonna fucking wreck you. But I don't have enough followers for someone to respond to that.
5 months. I'm not kidding. Really. Seriously.
Just wait till we start moving towards areas of individualism, existentialism,
Yeah.
philosophy,
All right,
metaphysics.
all right, buddy.
Those guys are. But I think I do think. God
damn it, son.
These type of guys have good intention. Good.
You're doing the same thing I was doing.
Yeah, I know.
How does it fucking feel now, huh?
No, that's what I'm supposed to say.
What?
I'm supposed to say, how does that fucking feel?
What?
When you're like trying to get to the
Look,
next comment.
Listen, James. I'm just trying to do this. I'm just reading it because I can. It's up to me. I wouldn't read shit like James will like the Bubble Girl. I don't know what the fuck that means, right?
I read it anyway, as long as they're not.
Yeah, I know.
Explicitly, you just.
Oh, God damn.
As long as they're not explicitly shitting.
That
on.
might be funny.
Yeah.
All right.
I have it right here. It's only 1:28. I'll play it at the end. That's gonna take a while.
Make it show up.
There you go.
Okay. She's a legend and badass. Propaganda. It's not crap like WikiWow.
So you admit it was crap.
I read the room. I know you'll like this. Okay. I mean, I will. Oh, he's back.
Nah, those
Oh.
are old. Coming back.
Oh, okay. I was excited. I got excited a little bit.
All right. God damn, my tablet is slow.
Hey, better than nothing.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah. Right here. Well, I find that video.
Mhm.
Or what is it? Bubble Boy? Bubble Cops?
Bubble. I don't fucking know, son.
Bubble Officers?
Oh, on Eric Wood. I misspelled borders. I prostrate myself before you, but not like Monica Lewinsky. Ugh.
As long as we know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's not Bubble Girl.
Snatch the phone from me, son.
It's Officer Bubbles. There we go.
Alright, this might be funny. Let's watch it. What is that?
That's
Oh.
the name of the video.
Yeah, dude, she's just, what's the word? That girl? It's just basically someone seeing an opportunity and going for it. And she it's like capitalizing on some dumb shit, you know what I mean?
Sex tape coming soon.
That's all it is. Maybe. Maybe.
How'd you find a 1-minute clip of it?
That's it right there, I guess.
Yeah, he sent me like a 1-minute clip. And the title's just Officer Bubbles. I'll take this out. There we go.
Open it.
Yeah. Read them while I'm finding the video.
He's saying, Propaganda just says, it's fucking Officer Bubbles. Whoa, Jordan.
There we go.
Alright. She is a Canadian legend. She's not bigger than Bret Hart, though. Ruben Garcia, if you don't think gender fluid pronouns and non-binary gender should be just as much of our party as our failing infrastructure, then you're a fascist. Yeah, I'll wreck them. I'll wreck them with that. That's the look. There's a reason why we don't like do videos on that, and if we did, it was like one because it's really easy and it's shallow. I pay attention more to stuff like, hey, did you know there was in Yemen? Did you know a group of kids on a bus got bombed? They died.
Yeah.
That's the stuff and when they cleaned it up, there's blood everywhere. Not only that, right? Obviously, there's much more shit, but no, that's the stuff I pay attention to, really. And we cover the solution, basically. So it's like the whole gender pronoun thing. It's like that's literally like what I spilled some milk on the ground. I just take a paper towel and just.
Yeah, and I care about all those topics. It's just, when you maybe you should stop, bombing people first, and then let's start with that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
The gender stuff, it's more about for me. It depends on how far anyone is going. Right? They're trying to say, no, you can't be that because this is who you are, and they base it on your genetics or whatever.
Now it's time to.
It's like now it'll still be like a side topic, but you're walking into my territory, which is the individual.
Ruben Garcia Heart Foundation. Yes. Propaganda Burt Hurt. Propaganda Boys My Homegrown is so badass. It's dank.
Name it Burt Hurt.
The Hurt Foundation. The Hurt Foundation. 3 watching now. Damn bubble girl trick.
Yeah, I know.
All right, that's enough.
That's what propaganda does. Trolls us.
Are we like leaving to this, or are we like?
Yeah.
Okay.
And without further ado, to the 3 watching, thank you, Eric Wood, for mentioning that, making us feel bad about ourselves. We now have Bubble Girl. No, Officer Bubbles from the Bubble Girl. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you like. Comment, agree, disagree, whatever. We will respond no matter what, unless it's pure troll. Then I'll just tell you you're a troll and move on. Donate to Devon's Journey to Recovery. If you guys like, the free market, if you like capitalism, the only way to help people out financially is charity, right? That's not a social program. That's just an individual helping out another individual. So go to Devon's Journey to Recovery. The GoFundMe link is down there in the description. And with all that said, after you watch this bubble video, give us a thumbs down. She's coming, Mr. Bubbles. Hey. Miss Bubbles is coming.
That was fun. That's fun.
All right. Peace out, guys.
I think it makes people smile. My name is a mystery. Oh? No, I have nothing to hide.
If the bubble touches me, I'm going to be arrested for assault. Do you understand?
Bubbles.
Yes, that's right. It's a deliberate act on your behalf. I'm going to arrest you. Do you understand me?
I understand.
Right, you're going to be in handcuffs. All right? You either knock it off with the bubble, you touch me with that bubble, you're going into custody.
I don't feel very respected. I'm just
That's terrible.
trying to keep people happy.
My heart bleeds.
Mine too.
Right?
I'm here.
Put it away.
Right.
Your attitude. Knock it off.
For $1 billion, they could have got someone with a better attitude.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Are you I guess now famous Officer Bubbles?
Have a nice day.
No?
Say you wanna get in.